Welcome to the Podcast FC show. My name is Tum. Our opening segment is powered by ZipRecruiter. It's the new year, which means a fresh start for your business. And a great year starts with making great hires. But posting your job in one place isn't enough to find quality candidates. If you want to find the perfect hire, you need to post your job on all the top job sites. And now you can with ZipRecruiter. You can jumpstart your hiring in 2017, post your job to 200 plus job sites, including social media networks like Facebook and Twitter, all with a single click. Find candidates in any city or industry nationwide. Just post once and watch your qualified candidates roll into ZipRecruiter's easy-to-use interface. No juggling emails or calls to your office. Quickly screen candidates, rate them, and hire the right person fast. Find out today why ZipRecruiter has been used by over 1 million businesses. And right now, our listeners can post jobs on ZipRecruiter for free by going to ZipRecruiter.com/sportsfan. That's right, ZipRecruiter.com/sportsfan. One more time to try for free, go to ZipRecruiter.com/sportsfan.
Podcast FC show is brought to you by CLNS Radio. CLNS Radio, the leading online provider of audio and video coverage of your favorite Boston sports teams. Follow CLNS Radio on social media. On Twitter, you can find them at CLNS Radio. On Facebook, search CLNS Fans. That's one word, CLNS Fans. And download the free CLNS Radio app on the iOS store and Android store as well. Simply search CLNS Radio in your app marketplace.
It was like 100 degrees too, man. Just scalded my fucking hand.
It hurt too?
Oh yeah, it was hot.
The semen stung?
Always, bro. Semen stings, man. The girls don't tell you that, but
Heard the protein's good for you though.
well, Hussey knows all about that.
Cholesterol.
Drinking testosterone over there.
Hey, relax. Don't try to get on me, Mr. Yoke. It's on you, bro.
Yolk's fine, man, but you're drinking testosterone over there.
Yolk's
Whatever
on
that
you,
means.
bro.
You're Mr. Seaman, dude.
He keeps
Give
it on
you the
himself till the
semen?
crust's over.
You're the
Yeah,
Mr. Seaman.
Man, you're the crusty one. All right. And then the buck stops with you.
Speaking of crusty, was
we on right now?
Shaqirian? Was Shaqirian?
Fuck yeah, we're on.
For how long?
Don't worry about it. You're going to have to listen back and figure it out.
You're always
We've
on
been
anyway,
on.
Huss, so it doesn't matter.
PFC 143, I love you.
You love me. I like that. Yo, that's
Yeah.
a throwback.
Oh,
That's a throwback to the aim right
You
there.
know what? Aim game, dude. 1432, yo.
Ellie?
What's the 143?
143.
2.
Yeah. That's your response, right? 143, 1432.
I like that.
Right.
Yo.
Aim game, son. Been doing it since the 90s. Finally, Premier League is back, guys. Good Lord, what a wait. We got matchday 30. Well,
Yeah.
most teams are playing like their matchday 28, 27,
Couple
whatever.
recovery games.
But it's technically matchday 30. 8 more games left in the season. It's coming down.
Oh my God, I'm so happy to get some EPL back in my life. And this was really the game of the season for Arsenal.
Do or die.
Season-defining
You
game
did.
here. You know, Arsene Wenger out, Arsene Wenger in. If you win, if you lose, of course it ends up in the middle with a tie, 2-2.
What do you think?
Look, it was interesting. Al and I went to the Lear Irish Pub and Restaurant in right on Boston Street in Boston.
Shout out.
Shout out to them. Met a couple of Boston Gooners. So
Bunch of losers.
definitely want to shout
all of them, man.
Shout out those champions down there.
Champions of what?
Champions, man. Just champions.
Champions of
four.
what?
We got some silverware. Don't sleep on that.
From the
Knives,
past.
forks.
Don't.
Well played, us.
Some cutlery.
Destroyed.
Well done, bud.
Finally.
Well done,
When's the last
Buzz.
time you won silverware?
Hey, you know what? That's the past.
That's how you know A. As soon as A, you know what? A. Yeah, it's been like, what, multiple years? More than multiple.
Backtrack
A decade.
that. Backtrack to that champion statement and go from there.
All right. Home of the champions, the Lear. No, it was sick, though. It was a pretty good atmosphere. I think not a ton of people turned out because I think people were a little bit concerned about the Manchester City game and are we going to lose? And it was a little bit earlier, an 11 a.m. game. But diving into the game a little bit, man,
very, very interesting game. First 5 minutes, Man City scores a goal, and everyone's just like, is this going to be 5-0? Is this going to be 10-0? What's going on here?
And let's talk about this goal, because Tom was singing a different song from me. I was criticizing Mustafi for pulling out to Mendy, if you will, rushing the striker, going way past half, no need. Stay in your own end, keep the ball ahead of you.
It's called a flat back for a reason.
Yeah, stay back, play
flat.
it safe. I want to win the ball. I know the taste he had in his mouth.
Yep.
But I came up with nothing.
Play like a stopper.
I knew that was gonna come. I knew that was gonna happen, bro. You saw that coming. And Tom's saying that Koscielny should have shifted over, but I think in that situation, man, Koscielny was left out to dry. No way he's gonna catch Sane.
Dude, if you're right center back, look, here's the thing. It was
first of all,
Mustafi was doing his best to win the ball and not trying to let Aguero turn.
Yeah.
So I understand the center back following Aguero, even in his own half. Now the responsibility of Koscielny. If your right center back pushes up, you're supposed to tuck in and drop into the middle in case the ball goes behind him, which it did. So for me, Hector Bellerin, first of all, wasn't goal side of Sané. That was a mistake. Koscielny didn't tuck over in case that ball skipped by. And Mustafi, again, also it was his fault. He was trying to win the ball. He was over-eager, pulling it onto Mendy. We should have just kept them behind. So it was a comedy of errors, but still, there was so many places where if you adjusted and you shuffled over, you could have stopped that. That was a high school goal to concede, honestly.
Absolutely. 5 minutes in, too. First 5.
First 5, everybody! First 5! 0-0! Stay sharp. 0-0.
And Leroy Sané, bro, burns Hector Bellerin, who's probably the fastest fullback in the league. I don't know, Olsen on Swansea might have something to say about
Valencia
that.
might make some noise about that.
Yeah, Valencia's a powerhouse too, but, I mean, he just absolutely burned Bellerin, skips around Ospina, and he makes it look so easy, dude. And at that point, man, heads dropped. Arsenal fans, Gooner fans were not sure what was going to be the next type of action with Arsenal. We were going to bounce back. We were going to just falter at that point. Like, it was the crowd at the Emirates, it was similar to that at the Lear. Like, there weren't a lot of songs being sang. Had to initiate some songs, like, it's a mixed kind of bag of people. Definitely. I think we have a lot of tourists who come to the Emirates, and then we have those, like, DT troops, Robbie, those dedicated
hardcore
fans.
people.
But they don't really have a fan section.
Yeah.
So you don't hear a lot of songs and a lot of cohesiveness, and I think that's a little bit of the issue at Arsenal right now is we don't know what Wenger's doing. Is he going to stay? Is he going to go? And this result, honestly, was just it's kind of like up in the air, kind of like his future.
How could the Arsenal fans be? I mean, letting Sané get to the inside, that's like almost defending one-on-one. You don't let them get to the inside because with his speed, even though Bellerin has recovery speed, but he has to basically slow down so he can get to the inside of Sané. And then by that time, Ospina basically challenges and collides with Bellerin. It's just... you don't let him on the inside shoulder.
And that's an error. That's classic. That's defending 101. Honestly, both defenses suck. I think we all know that both these teams can't defend, and it was just a matter of who was going to be the better attacking side on the day. And honestly, City, they dominated this game for the most part. And, Theo Walcott's goal, man.
What a saboteur by Clichy.
It was an
Holds
error.
him on and then defends him with his back, trying to heel, poke, toke.
Shout out Gail Clichy. Appreciate that, son.
Saboteur right there. But that was a hustle play. Mustafi does well. Brave wins that header.
Gets himself an assist, bro.
Yep. Walcott does brave as well, sort of bumbling, and then pokes it into the net. It was a nice goal. It was a hard goal.
Even if Mustafi messed up on the first goal of Leroy Sané, to me, he made up for it in getting that assist and then going on to get the tying goal. A defender goal and assist, that's major points if you played him for fantasy. I don't think anyone had Mustafi on a fantasy team.
Yeah.
No one should have had a defender.
No one's that stupid.
No one should have had any defenders on both of these teams, honestly.
No.
But before that goal, Sergio Aguero.
What about that glitch goal, man? Is he human? Did you see him slide?
Yeah.
That looked like a glitch. I had to rewind. Watch
the
his
slip
goal when
shot?
he scores, yeah.
Oh, the
His
Aguero
plant
goal?
foot,
Yeah.
His plant foot slides. I thought it was like a glitch, man. I thought I was watching FIFA.
Bro, the worst thing is that it came directly after Walcott's goal. The bar literally
That was great.
went from
Oh my
everyone like,
God.
yeah,
That
let's
was great.
go.
The stadium, too.
We're gonna win the league.
They were
Everyone
saying,
chanting. Yeah, everyone was singing.
what were they saying though at the bar? Were they actually chanting that they're gonna get top 4? Were they singing anything like
no,
that?
no.
That-
It wasn't.
Yeah.
Everyone was focused on the game, and we're just singing the song like "We love you, Arsenal, we do," like going off like that.
Oh, it was atrocious. That was awful.
Arsenal, we're by far the greatest team. As soon as that song finished,
Did they
Aguero
did
scored
they
a
pull out the
goal.
arson in bangers and then that goes in? They just rip it down the
No,
banners.
You know what? Within the layer, there's actually everyone's together. There's no protests, I should say. So when it comes to Boston, Massachusetts, in this specific small sector, there weren't many Wenger out banners there. There were none.
I don't see any.
There were no Wenger in banners.
Was
as
there a
well.
lot? What about the talk? Were a lot of people talking about it?
A lot of people were communicating back and forth about,
What do you think?
what do you think? What do you think?
What do you think the split was like with the few people you heard interacting?
You know what I find is that those who are Wenger in have a fierce loyalty towards Arsene Wenger. Not only that, but they're concerned about what's going to happen after he leaves. And this guy I was talking to, this dude, Brady, Brad actually.
What's up, Brad?
Yeah, shout out Brad.
Bradley!
And Jeff, who's like one of the main Boston Gooners, he was like, it's about respect. Yeah, respect the manager. That's what they don't like. People calling Wenger a bitch and crossing that line.
Definitely.
But the guy Brad in particular,
Man, it's getting so personal, man.
oh bro, it gets insane, bro, and that's what they don't like. But the guy Brad in particular was like, he put this simile. He was like, it's like having like a long-term girlfriend or wife that like you're on the rocks with, but you don't want to break up with her because that's like the only partner you've had, and you don't know what's gonna happen next.
You're
Pussy,
afraid of
that
the
pussy
future.
was too
And
good.
my thing is like,
You couldn't leave it.
dude, there's plenty of fish in the sea.
But then again, some of those guys go for the younger girls, and then the younger girls leave them, or it doesn't work out, and then they're by themselves.
well, we weren't talking about statutory. Us, Jesus. What do you mean?
Younger girls as in like 25, 26, because if you
Specify, bro.
Yeah, man.
wait, dude,
Context.
Hey, I'm 30. I'm almost 31, so
Whoa.
younger girl for me now is 25.
Yeah,
Us
but what are
showing
you
his
scared of?
age.
There's so many. Just go to the bar. There's so many of them out there. Just hit it up.
But are there
Yeah, but-
many world-class managers?
No.
World-class. There are a lot of good managers out there. Are there enough?
Well,
to
what
give
does
you
it take to be world class? You got to win something. So you can be great, and then you win that league or that Champions League, then you become world class.
I think.
Can you be world class without winning?
You can't be world class without winning, and you need to do more than win once
Yeah.
to be world class. There are plenty
No
of managers like
flukes.
Ranieri.
No flukes.
I don't know if Ranieri is world class. What he did is a world class achievement,
No, he's not world
but
class.
does it make him a
Here's-
world class manager?
Here's a scenario:
I don't think so.
Zidane wins the Champions League last year, comes in mid-season. He wins the league this year. He wins La Liga. Is he world class after this?
Zidane gets
Or he's
the
on
Pep,
his way.
Zidane gets the Pep argument for me.
Yeah.
He's got a great team. He's got Bale and Ronaldo, like unstoppable. Just those two. Never mind
And
the rest of
Ramos.
the pieces. Sure, and Ramos actually. Those three.
Yo, your boy
you know?
Steve Nicol was saying that there was like pulling a Farid saying there's like 10 defenders better than Ramos around the world.
That dude's so.
He's like
Farid
Ramos
must
is
be text
overrated.
buddies.
Just he's shitting on Ramos.
He's the
man.
best defender in the world
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah,
I
no,
think-
who was? Oh no, it was PK that Farid was saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot
Not
which
Pick.
defender we're actually talking about.
Let's pick.
Gerard
Get
Pick.
it right, guys.
Yeah, pick.
Dude, how shit was that defending though? On Aguero's goal, Nacho Monreal. That was my main concern. in
Is
this
he out?
game.
Is he out this summer? Or
I hope so, but he was left on an island, bro. Like Nacho was completely left on an island.
But-
he had Aguero over to his right. Shaka was like, and Coughlin slowly pedaling over to help him. No
Never
chance.
mind those two, man. What about the man who caused that whole fucking mess? Mesut Ozil.
Sucks.
Watch the replay on that. He loses a ball and then lightly jogs. So that's when Coquelin's committed. And then
This
Shaka's
is what
caught.
kills me about Ozil.
are you sweating over there?
This
you
is what
just get
kills
amped
me
up.
about Ozil, bro. I mean, look, Alexis almost caused a goal. Remember, he did like a back heel flick, and the left back was trying to overlap
He almost
him.
caused a few goals,
He
but
almost
yes,
caused a
another one
goal.
you're talking about.
He was reckless.
But he still busted his ass to get back. He got a little fortunate. Ospina saved him a little bit.
Yep.
But the effort to get back was there. He knew how pivotal
He
of a
knew he
situation
was the one who
could have been.
fucked up. Let me be at least, like you always say, be the first to win the ball if you're the first to give it away.
Yeah.
And Ozil had some bright spots. There was a point in time where he covered for Hector Bellerin, who was pushed on the field, and he tracked back. I was like, nice, good to see him covering the right back position and, putting that work in. But it's as soon as you lose the ball. For me, as a coach, that's a golden rule. You lost the ball, you have to have a sense of pride of getting it back immediately.
It's body language.
Yeah.
It's all body language. You see a guy lose the ball and then not give a shit. It's like, what's this guy in there for? I mean, he's class, but
I still can't.
Sussy hurts you, man. He hurt you in that situation.
I can't-
Definitely.
I can't blame the goal on him, but I think if we're better organized, if that Arsenal team was better organized, then you can help bail him out there. But
There were a couple times.
Look, it's hard to say better organized because he gives a ball away in his final third when Arsenal's looking to pull up. You know what I mean? Like, the way the ball's given away, man, they're just caught flat. Like, it's sure, like, a better defensive team might have found a way to recover and, you know, maybe not force a goal. Also, the angle that Aguero shoots at, you could argue the goalie should have kind of had it covered a little bit. Who knows?
Because it was off David, like kind of pinballed from David Silva back to Ozil, back to Silva. Nice little 1-2 play with De Bruyne. And right there, you could have potentially won the ball back from De Bruyne if you put more pressure.
Nacho was on an island, but he also, the way he went to close down the ball, he didn't cover that Aguero's angle. What he should have done, in my opinion, sure, you kind of maybe give him a shot, but like you also shuffle half a step to the left to make sure that outlet ball's not there. So you trust that your goalie is going to bail you out with that direct shot.
Here's the thing. He had David Silva, who's potentially going to cut it on his left and Sherrill, right?
Exactly.
So he's trying to force him outside. He sees Aguero's open, so he's like, I can't let this guy come in on the inside and overplay the Aguero thing. Honestly, I think Nacho was screwed right there.
He was, man. The 2v1, he was in no man's land, like you said.
Like,
it was just, it was a tough position. He was on an island.
You let the best striker in the Premier League essentially wide open, and that's my thing. Both these teams can't defend, and I'm glad that City can't defend, because if this was a better defensive unit, Arsenal would have lost this game.
No. And talking about defense, man, there were a couple of times when Man City came at Arsenal, and Arsenal would deflect the first attack, but then after the first attack, it was almost a slow reaction to what do we do now? Mm-hmm. Like, someone's got to pick up that guy.
Second ball.
There was no reaction after the first attack. It was too slow. The reaction was too slow, giving Kevin De Bruyne way too much time on the ball again. Bro, best cross from the world. He's putting balls in the box all day.
That Firmino had a shot off
Fernandinho,
thank you.
Let's talk about Firmino.
He had a shot.
Shut up, bro. Shut up.
Yeah, settle down over there. Settle down. Bro, I don't understand this Arsenal marking where every single person is in the box and there's no one at the top of the 18.
Zone again.
Zonal.
What it is, you assume that the guys who are, say, at the penalty spot have responsibility to cover if the ball goes to the 18. So they start on the PK spot zoning. So therefore, if the ball comes to the PK area, they're there zoning. If it goes out to the 18, you hope. Well, you don't hope. The sign says they should have enough time to stretch out and
hope.
get
You
there.
use the right word.
It's
hope.
not. No. It's not hope because if they
there.
drilled correctly, they get there. Think about the flight of the ball to get from the corner to the 18. If you're standing on the PK spot, you should have enough time to get there.
I just don't like zone because there's not enough responsibility.
Agreed.
If it's man-to-man, number 6, that's your man.
Look, I think
stay with him. If you mess up, it's on you.
I think zone is good in certain situations. It's also good in certain leagues. I don't think it's good in a physical league like the EPL.
And I think a mixed zone at the most. You don't go all zone.
Yeah.
You mix it up. Maybe the man on the 6th.
You never go full zone.
Well,
and then another guy on the
what
PK
teams will
spot,
usually
and then
do.
Man up.
They man-to-man the big guy, the main threat. So let's say the team has 2 or 3 big threats. They man those guys. Then everyone else kind of zones, watching either the first post area or, the front post, the back post, the PK spot, the 18, like you're saying.
Which is what I like because sometimes you have shorter players like a Nacho Monreal, like whoever it is, Santi Cazorla when he's in, who can't man up. Those are the guys you can zone up with and then
or put them on the post, right?
When I originated, it was a 5v6. Manchester City had 5 players coming in against 6 Arsenal players, and then a 7th player.
For Aguero's goal?
Yeah, for Arsenal, there's a 7th player jogging in, not sprinting, jogging in. So right there, De Bruyne has the ball, he goes to the top of the 18, and he's triple marked. Well, obviously, if it's 5-on-6, that means 2 people are going to be open, which happened to be the person at the top of the 18, and Aguero. He left one defender facing 2 men. Good players. You can't do it against City. Against the Leicester team, yeah, maybe they'll pass the ball out of bounds or something. But against someone like City,
and for me,
they're gonna be good passes. And then with Aguero, come on, he's 8 yards out. He's putting on net.
Dude, Koscielny had a pretty good tackle to try to break that play up. Like he bought you some
Koscielny
time.
did what he could do.
Yeah, bro. That to me was pretty damn good intervention. Yeah. But everyone else was sleeping. But the Arsenal second goal off a set piece again. Poor defending Man City. Mustafi gets loose, and Mustafi for me is my man of the match.
That looks zonal as well. That
Yeah.
looks zonal from City. Again, no one on the post. I don't know what it is, man. At least one guy on the post. Maybe you don't need front and back. You assume your goalie can cover either or, but you got to have one guy on the post, man.
Especially
Just
on
one.
the back post.
Put him on the back post.
Yeah.
Leave the front post exposed because
Yeah, you hope. Usually,
if you get a weird flick to the back post and it just floats in, it happens all
I
the
mean,
time.
a man stops that ball if he's on a post. You know, that ball bounced. You know, it got past Caballero only because of that weird, awkward bounce. But a man on the line has even enough time to like let it hit his stomach and then boot the ball.
I just think it's hilarious how we all shit on Arsenal for their poor set piece and corner kick defending. But we're actually, honestly, this season, other than West Brom, we're pretty decent at it. And
I don't
City-
think
because
I
it's
think
Giroud.
you're more. I think you're more than decent, man. You guys are tied first with West Brom with 14 goals, headed goals.
yeah,
You
so
know, not even set piece, like straight up headed goals. You have
Crosses.
14, tied with West Brom,
And
then second is
Antonio,
West Ham.
Antonio's in third by himself.
Exactly. It's
But
actually
with
quite
the
brilliant.
with the zone defense, though, even if you don't put someone on the post, I mean, if you're thinking about Arsenal as a squad, corner kick, who's a main threat? Mustafi would be at the top of the list.
Yeah, the two center
Just
backs.
Kashani,
even,
yeah.
even if you want to go zonal, you still man mark that person to slow him down. You can man mark on Mustafi and Kashani, but you can still zonal mark everyone else.
Yeah, I'm
That's
glad
fine
they
because
did
you might be able to double team if you need. But at the same time, don't let him walk. He basically just kind of trotted in and then made a quick turn and then headed the ball.
Yeah.
No one even touched him.
Unchallenged.
Shout out to Tora Yaya coming on to the 40 at halftime for Raheem Sterling, which was, I guess Raheem was ineffective or too ineffective for Pep's liking.
yeah, he did. Had a terrible game.
It was a good sub because Yaya was nice on the ball, just controlled that midfield. But I think if Man City had an actual back line instead of fucking Jesus Navas playing right fullback or wing back, dude, how do you guys not destroy this team? They had Jesus Navas playing defense.
Because
Attack him.
we also
Body him.
don't
Just
have
crunch him.
defense. We don't have defense, bro.
Both
Both teams cannot defend. I think it was evident. They're really good going forward, but it's obvious. Granit Xhaka, the typical, he's always going to get himself a yellow card.
This dude.
But for me, like I said, Schroeder Mustafi, my man of the match.
Scrotum?
Schroeder.
Oh, I think
Schroeder.
it's Schroeder.
I heard Schroeder.
Squadron.
Squadron.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Scrotum.
Yeah, I gotta side with Tom on this one too, just for the goal and the assist.
Yeah, I'm going to give him
out
that.
of nowhere.
Samesies.
He made up for his bullshit era.
So soft, Hussey. Samesies.
Merseyside Derby.
Yeah, let's talk about a real match.
Let's talk about it, Huss. Your boys 3-1 to the good.
Woo woo! And what I was saying last podcast, it's for international break. I don't like it for many, but I loved it for Coutinho going back, finding that little Brazilian magic.
Did you pick him up?
Did I pick him up? Who had the most fantasy points this week? I'll
Why
let you
don't
know.
you answer my question?
Me.
Don't answer my question with a question.
Yeah, I got him and Mane.
All right, there you go.
Bingo, bango. Moving up to second. Coming for you, Brimcats. Well, one Brimcat's already in the dust. The other one I'm coming for you. So, Liverpool. This is what I'm talking about. This is a match. This
I love
is
how you
a
just take
game.
over conversation when it's Liverpool. You don't say a word for the other
No,
games.
yeah, I did. What are you
Barely.
talking about?
What you talking about, Willis?
Yeah.
Go on.
I said
Go
enough
on. Go on.
for the last game.
Go on.
Coutinho is looking. He almost had 2 goals. I mean, the whole team. Firmino, he started to find the magic again. And Lucas Levy getting the start. When I saw that, I was like, I don't.
It's not a levy. It's not New
Levy
Orleans.
going to break? My God, my bad. My God.
We're not pulling the levy.
This is Eugene Levy?
Levy's having a
I don't know where that came from. Leva. So, you know what? I was really surprised to see him sitting in the middle, but at the same time,
Where he
Lallana and Henderson.
belongs.
Yeah, Jordan
Where he
Hendo.
belongs.
Finally playing where he belongs.
But,
But Tom said.
bro.
But I was wondering what they're going to do. Maybe they would put Clavin in or Alexander-Arnold and maybe push someone up. Maybe Milner. Put Alexander-Arnold or Klein on the left side and put Milner in the middle. I didn't know.
You
But
got no left backs besides Milner, bro. You can't move that guy out of there. But the Coutinho goal, man. I mean, I think his spell with Brazil did him well. Playing with the Samba boys, getting a goal with them. The goal he had today or yesterday was trademark on Saturday. Trademark finish. The Sherl, he's been close. The first game back, remember he had the left foot Sherl.
Yeah.
It went just wide. Like, if it was 2 months ago, he would have buried it. And then for like 2 months, he didn't score at all. Like the magic wasn't there. But I think he's back firing, man. It's good form.
Go ahead.
No, that's it.
No, my bad. I like when he had a shot earlier. He kind of dipped inside, took a shot on Robles.
Are you talking about the one that got saved?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one
I
that
like when
could.
players shoot early like that because typically it's a nice little warm up. And the way he just roasted Idrissa Gueye, who has the most tackles in the Prem. He left him in the dust, and then he left Pennington as well, just waiting for the ball. He went inside, outside, outside, inside, and it's just a perfect Sherl.
Pennington didn't stand a chance, man.
Pennington
Not even
literally
fair.
paid that price before with that shot. Like, you figure, give him outside, man. Pennington falls for that fake little body feint outside. What happens when he goes outside? He's just gonna cross it, or you
Gonna
beat,
cut in.
or exactly.
I haven't seen him really use his left foot.
No, not really. And he might have one, but either way, it's a cross. He's not gonna shoot. From that
Everyone
angle.
knows. Everyone knows what he's gonna do. Coutinho,
Yep.
and right now, I mean, it's a great shot, but he still needs that second type of shot to go after. He always goes in, cuts to the right, and tries to show the top right.
And that might be just Pennington being young. It's his first EPL
That's what I'm
game.
thinking. That's what I was.
Just a kid.
But
He doesn't know too much.
That's what I was gonna say. That's how big Coleman and Funes Mori being out was for Everton.
Of course,
Because
man.
Coleman-
you got a guy playing his first game ever against Coutinho, Firmino, and Mane.
So
It's
I mean,
crazy.
Coleman's out there.
No
I don't
chance.
know. I don't know if Coutinho is able to get one, maybe two of those shots off. You never know.
Well, Coleman probably would have got Pennington's goal, which was a big goal. After Mane put them ahead, bro. Mane said,
Oh.
"Sit down, Tom Davies." Tom Davies, by the way, I'm done with you.
What?
Come fantasy.
Nah,
You're my all short Sox team. I still like the kid, but
It's like
fantasy wise,
4.4, 4.5.
yeah, he's getting a card. He's getting cards. He's getting me 1 point.
No,
I'm done
whatever.
with
He
you.
gets
I
you
am
about.
too.
He gets
He's
you
fine.
he gets you average 3 points a week.
Yeah, he's fine.
Sometimes more,
But-
sometimes less, but average.
Ride
3.
the pine.
But that
son.
Mane goal, the way he went over to the left and was able to just shoot it through some defender, that's why he's the record signing for Liverpool, because he's gonna keep on doing that.
Get off
That's
your
a
knees,
nose-
dude. Get off your fucking knees.
Okay, relax, Mr. United. I love Carrick so much. Fergie is the best thing in the world.
See how
He
far
kind of
see
is,
how
though.
far you have to exaggerate
Kind
just,
of is.
just to get back?
No, that's actually. I think that was
never
pretty
said,
realistic.
I've never said I love Carrick like that. Never said that.
You love everybody that comes to United Academy. Oh, the Academy, the best. United is the best academy in the world.
Just jealous, dude. They
No,
don't have it.
here we go. See what I tell you. Get off your knees, bro.
Oh my god.
Dude,
gonna
Mane
touch
still
that.
roasted everybody. And it was a left foot finish. They
Dude.
forced him to his left. Remember
Dude.
with his he's only got a right. Force him left.
Tired of Robles, dude. All 3 goals, dude was caught with his feet rooted in the
Bring
ground,
back Tim.
man.
But
Bring
those
back Tim
goals,
Howard.
man. Those
Look,
goals.
Look, those goals on the Rigi one, we haven't gotten into that one, but that was a disgusting goal. Goes near post. He's
Ripper.
cheating far post, man. This guy's a left-footed player. Rigi,
He's right-footed.
are you sure?
100%.
All right, I
Rigi's
thought he was
right-footed.
lefty. But either way, you see Robles cheating to the left for that far post Cheryl.
You know why?
Why?
2 minutes before that, Origi comes in and he dips down and he tries to shoot at far post. He goes for the far post, Sherl, goes over the goal. So now Robles is thinking, okay, when he's on the left, he's going to try Sherl at far post. Masterful pass by Coutinho. It was like
Oh my God.
outside the
It was
foot.
brilliant.
He played it to the perfect side. It really took
What about the dribble before that,
Ashley
too?
Williams.
It was
Whatever.
like he was being triple marked. And
Yeah.
He just laid the pass
Yeah.
beautifully behind Origi, which a lot of people always try to slip it in front.
Yeah.
To see him just pass it behind
took
was
the
so
player
Yeah,
out of took the defender out of the game.
And he didn't even need to take a touch, Origi. He just one shot.
Perfect weight.
And it was such a great finish. That's what I think it was. He thought he was going to go for the far post Sherl again. But again, defensively, man, they're missing some studs. Coleman's been a stud this year. Funes Mori, he's off and on. But
But today was not today, but during this game it was Jags and Williams.
Yeah.
that
Jags did well, man. You watched Jags during that game. None of the goals were his fault, man. A lot
Held
of
his
coverage
own.
on him.
You know what I thought
Held
was
his own.
hilarious? When Emre Can tried to pull a Gareth Bale. Touched it all the way around Jags. You just saw Jags like struggling.
Jags wasn't having it, dude.
Did he just toe
Dude,
pokes?
thank you, man. The dude's old as hell, still keeping up with the
He
young
just
and
got
spry
there.
Emre Can, dude. That's what you need
say
from
Gareth
your
Bale?
old guys.
Remember when Gareth Bale took Mark Bartra's
Oh.
life? Copa del Rey.
Okay. I thought we were going to talk about Gareth Barrett. So I was actually really surprised with
No.
Jackie Elka
Gareth Bale.
because I thought it was going to be the other way around. I thought Ashley Williams was going to have a good game, and Jackie Elka was going to get the yellow card and maybe get a header assist or something. But it was flipped, and the big thing with me watching this game, Barkley. I feel like Liverpool's in Barkley's head a bit.
So glad you brought Barkley up.
Because last time they played each other, Barkley had a horrendous tackle against Milner, and they got into it a little bit. And then even this game,
It's the derby, bro.
but
Could have been a
he-
red card.
no, not even. it should have been at least a second yellow because the first one was a yellow. I don't care what anyone says, that was a yellow.
It's when it took place in the game. It took place very early in the game. It was the first hard challenge of the game. I agree with you. It should have been a yellow, but
that could have set the tone for the entire game. The ref missed maybe a chance right there to set the entire
tone.
What
the ref did do? He brought the two captains in as soon as that tackle went in, and that game actually kind of died down in terms of aggression then. So I honestly thought the ref handled that well, man. You don't want to be too quick with the cards, especially in this derby, which has the most reds of all time, because
once you have control,
once you start handing out a card within the first 10 minutes, all of a sudden you have to hand them out.
And now you got yourself pinned. Yeah, because now the rest of the game, any tackle that comes in, is it a second yellow? Is it not a second yellow?
Yeah, you mean like Barkley's challenge against Lovren? That was a yellow, at least.
Yeah, that one was a yellow for me.
I don't know if that was a red, though.
Yeah, look, he got him. He took a good bite, but there was no lunge action. He sort of anticipated contact, did show his studs, definitely, but I see that more as a protection of yourself rather than once you start lunging, that's when I say you go from protecting yourself to going offensive. Should that be a yellow? Definitely, it's dangerous play. I don't think it's a red, though. There's no malcontent in there.
No, I love the way Barkley plays during derbies, man. So everyone should play in a derby.
I just don't like him offensively during a derby.
No, you play, man. Like you get stuck in. You play out. Sometimes, I mean, he's a little reckless with his challenges, but I mean, he's young. He's from the area. He's playing in the biggest game of growing up watching these games. How would you feel if you got thrown into this game?
I completely disagree, bro. I think in terms of his effort. Okay,
that's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about.
He has to stay more composed.
I'm not talking about his output.
Every single time he touched the ball 4 or 5 times, 6 times. Keep it a 2-touch. It was evident Romelu Lukaku was frustrated with him, bro. How many times was Lukaku looking to run beyond the defense? Barkley would take a shit extra touch, or he'd take a touch that goes too far, and a Liverpool guy ended up intercepting the ball. He'd take 4 or 5 touches every single time he was on the ball. I think Barkley was trying to do too much in this game. I was going at it with an Everton fan, Wayno, and he was basically saying Lukaku disappears in big games.
Supply line.
Yeah, there's nothing he could do. I'm like, bro, Lukaku's the best player you have. And when you look at, were they feeding him this game? Lukaku had 0 shots in this game, guys. He didn't attempt a shot in this game. So
was that just him or was that the Liverpool defense?
100%. It was not the leaky Liverpool defense.
Not at all? Okay.
Look, no, you have to give
no respect at all.
No, you have to give credit to Lovren, who actually had a good game. He was all over.
He usually does pretty well against big time forwards.
And Matip as well.
No, in the league, against Aguero or Costa, he does usually pretty well.
All I'm saying is Barkley was just dribbling way too much. Get that ball off your foot. 1-2. The best players play 1-2 touch. 1-2 touch. And for him, 5, 6, 7 touches. By the time he tried to deliver a pass, the defense has shifted over.
I feel like Barkley's stock has fallen so far in the last 2 years. It's almost like Barkley's become like a poor man's version of Oxlade-Chamberlain. They both play somewhat of the same type of position, but Ox can move around the field. They're both really athletic, but Ox just seems to be better mentally in the game. I
agree with that. I agree with that, but I was frustrated because I think, Lukaku had a shit game. It's not all on Ross Barkley. Lukaku, as if you want to be a top player, you have to work your way into a game. You have to demand the ball and take it upon yourself to get some shots or create yourself. Remember how often when Lukaku's having a game, we see him on that right flank, drift in with some step overs and kind of run into his left foot. He only did that once in this game. I counted.
And to Wayno's point, man, it is him shying away from the big stage. You know what I mean? Will this define his career? Probably not, man. But as a 23-year-old, historically, he shied away. Just the same way as I call out Aguero. Aguero, legendary forward, best scoring rate in EPL history as far as forwards. But does he shy away from big games? Yeah, man. It's a critique. It's a fair critique. Hopefully Lukaku can find a way. Yes, he's on a shit team.
That's the thing with me and Lukaku. It's like he needs that support around him.
Sure, that's a I don't know what to call that. That's a
crutch?
Yeah, almost a crutch because, you assume when he's on a better team he's going to be a big game player.
Yep.
But some players just aren't, man. Suarez was getting a million touches whether Liverpool was losing or winning. Mm-hmm. He was getting in the game. He was a big game player.
Yep.
Find a goal. You know what I mean? So I don't know if Lukaku will ever be on that Suarez tip but at least, even if he's at Chelsea.
At least Suarez had Sturridge and young Sterling. At least, he had another guy who was supplementing 15 to 20 goals. Lukaku is by himself. That's my thing, is Lukaku is the guy. So what do you think top 4 teams do? Okay, double up on Romelu Lukaku. If we mark Romelu Lukaku out of the game, Force Ross Barkley to take over. Force Kevin Morales to take over. And we'll win the game.
Decision.
But that's that world-class level where even with the double team, you got to make some noise. You know, it's coming.
I agree that there's no excuse not to take a shot. That's getting shut down.
That's all I'm saying,
that's
man.
What I'm saying.
And those drifting.
Yeah.
He's happy. It seems like he's not happy to drift out, because I don't think any player is happy to drift out of a game. But he seems complacent when he drifts out. He's not going out to the wing trying to get the ball. He's not dropping 60 yards, picking it up from the center back.
And I think
that
it was
might be the
frustration, and I really think Ross Barkley was a big part of that. And there is. Look, Lukaku's got to take responsibility. I'm not going to pin it all on one player. He has to take responsibility.
I mean, Barkley at least, look, Barkley's critique was that he was holding on to the ball too long.
Yeah.
But any time Everton had the ball, who was showing?
Ross.
Where was Lukaku?
It was Ross.
Sitting up top, holding hands with the two center backs. I think he let his team down today. Is he still world-class? Potentially world-class? Yeah. Should he still probably go to a top 4? Yeah, definitely. But in this game, he let his team down, man, by not being that big game player.
So, I mean, when it comes down to goals and assists, Lukaku has 2 goals against City, 2 different games. So, 1 in each game, and then another one against Tottenham. So, other than that, they got a United game coming up, Chelsea and Arsenal. If he's not able to score in those games, when people say, oh, he's worth 70, 80 million, does the team balk on that, saying, like, look, he only scored 3 goals against top teams?
If he finishes as a top goal scorer playing for Everton, yes.
Yeah.
He's worth that. Because the ideal thing is placing him around talent, his quality or better.
Yeah.
What does he do if he's playing with Eden Hazard and Cesc Fabregas? He's probably going to score more than Diego Costa's scoring right now, honestly. So, for me, I've seen this talent since this kid was young. I still believe in Romelu Lukaku. If you place him amongst players his quality or better, he'll be a savage.
I hope so, man, because that's not always the case.
No.
You know what I mean? Once he only gets 30 touches, you think he's going to get 70 touches when he's playing at Chelsea? Probably not.
Nope.
You know what I mean? He's going to get that one Diego Costa opportunity where you just have to put it away.
But I think there'll be less pressure, which will help him, right?
No, there'll be more pressure, man. When he doesn't score for Everton, how many people tomorrow are going to talk about him not scoring versus Diego Costa's drought?
Okay, so there's two different types of pressure. Pressure in terms of the focal point.
I mean production.
I mean focal point in terms of, okay, I have to win us this game.
There's less pressure. Yeah.
So production in terms of you have to convert, 100%. That's always going to be there as a striker. But you're surrounded by quality, mate.
But it's bigger.
They can't just game plan for me.
No, but now it's like if you don't score, it's not because your team sucks. It's because you took a nap. Yeah,
that's
the focal pressure actually becomes more on you.
Nah,
you know what I mean? Not as far as carrying your team over, but look at Diego Costa's pressure right now.
Yeah, if you don't score as a striker in the top 4, there's crazy pressure.
Yeah,
100%.
That's what I'm saying. It's bigger pressure.
And for the both teams, stats-wise, everything was pretty much identical between total shots, shots on target, possession, dribbles, every dispossessions, tackles, everything. So it just came down to Liverpool had better shots. When they say on target, it didn't go down the middle. It went to the basically top corner for Coutinho, or the side netting.
No, it wasn't one-way traffic.
The Origi one. If he stayed more so in the center, that's definitely a savable shot.
Yeah.
It is.
He had good pace on the shot, but for the most part, he went to the left when the ball was pretty
before
close
the
to
ball
the
was struck. He was already leaning left because that the way Coutinho played that ball set it up perfect for the shot.
Did you guys hear after the game about Koeman kind of going after Klopp?
I'm glad someone said something.
So basically, he was saying about how the tackle on that Barkley had. He was like, "Oh, it's part of the game. It's physicality. It's not that." Basically paraphrasing him. Yeah, it's about how he's animated, how he's yelling and always screaming at the fourth official. He basically said that it's a man's game and we should act like that.
Shots.
And
did you see Klopp's response?
And then Klopp, basically they told Klopp, and he's like, wait, Raul Coleman's talking about me? He's talking about me?
And then he just walks
and
off,
he's like,
bro.
I'll leave it at that.
Yeah,
and walks away.
What a G of a response, bro.
It was a great response, man. But I mean, even to me, like I've always loved Klopp, but he starts to get on my nerves every now and then.
Which top manager does not yell and scream about his player getting stepped on the shin?
This is only
Mourinho, Conte, everyone.
This is just slightly different.
It's not about yelling.
It's not about
sprint
yelling.
it up. that sideline.
You tell
and then
me-
squatted and put his hands on his
Okay,
head.
Arson
and
would
then
do it,
spins
but he
back.
can't. His body can't handle that
Huss,
anymore.
Huss,
Every other top
Let's
manager
be- let's
would.
be
You can
realistic here.
You can love your manager and
Jose
still say
wouldn't?
and still say
When's the last time he did it?
Jose does. So like
I was gonna-
you're sitting here acting like we're shitting on you.
Yeah.
All we're saying is he's overly animated. Conte, Jose had to be suspended. He was so animated. And Klopp, those three guys are over animated. You can say whether it's good for the game, bad for the game,
And Pep.
whatever.
Did you say Pep?
Not so
No,
much.
yeah,
Pep,
yeah,
Pep
on
doesn't
certain
run-
situations,
no,
yes.
dude,
Pep
Pep
will
doesn't
call out
jump
the
up and
fourth.
yes.
But Pep doesn't.
We're talking
sprint
about
up and down
jumping
the
up and
sideline.
down, waving your hands,
Screaming.
sliding on your knees.
He doesn't jump into the fan section.
They all
Pep
do
doesn't
that. The three guys who do that, Conte, Jose, not so much anymore because he got suspended, but it's in him, and Klopp. So certain managers
see,
don't
no,
like that.
Jose-
And Klopp
Jose-
is number one out of those
Yeah,
three.
Jose
Conte's
now
pretty fucking
reserves.
vicious,
Jose
too.
reserves that stuff
Conte-
for big games now. If it's a big game, he'll have
Oh,
a big
now.
celebration.
Okay.
yeah, yeah. he
Every
runs-
game, Klopp's
Huss,
sprinting
it's
up and
not-
down the. It's
look,
every play,
it's
every
neither
minute.
a good thing nor
No,
a
I'm
bad.
just saying that because it's early on in Klopp's career, so early on in Jose's career.
No, but
Not
some
close.
managers just don't change. Some won't. You know what I mean? Some will. Dude, again, it's not a critique. All we're saying is that it's annoying
And
to
I
have
love
to
those-
go
Just gets
against
old.
someone like that.
bro.
Yeah,
old.
that's all.
It
That's
doesn't get
all.
old.
You look at Ronald Koeman, man, captain of Barcelona, won their first Champions League
You
in their
figure
history.
he'd be fucking
You know,
sprinting
this
up and
guy,
down the
cool,
lines.
calm, collected,
Yeah.
calculated on the sideline. He's 10 times the player that Klopp was. You know,
Yeah, but
on
not 10
that
times the
level.
manager.
Might be.
You
No,
never
wait,
know,
no,
dude.
he's
It's
not.
still early
No,
days
might
for
be.
that.
Yeah.
One
As
day
it
when
got
it's
his
What
all
kind of
said and
show
done.
does
At
that?
the top
bro?
four.
What kind of show does that?
Yeah, we're not. Look, it wasn't
It's
a
shout
critique
that,
on him.
Klopp's gone further with teams
What was he
than
won?
Ronald Koeman.
What was he won?
Oh,
With the team?
Oh, Bundesliga?
He took down Bayern Munich.
Yeah, he's
Basically,
badass. No, Klopp's badass.
so just,
Oh,
I'm not
but-
doubting him, bro.
they shouldn't even have a
But I
Bundesliga.
wouldn't-
They
how-
should
how
just
is-
have Bayern Munich
How
and then
was his
everyone
team?
else.
Well,
I
yeah,
wouldn't
his
assume-
team, no, his team was shit too, Tiki. His team was terrible.
Who? Dortmund?
Aubameyang,
Who put it together?
Lewandowski,
Nah, yeah, he
Who put it together?
Hummels.
He put it together though.
Yeah,
Dude, he wasn't gifted
Tough to say,
Romelu
man.
Lukaku.
Look, all I'm saying is don't assume that Klopp will always be better than Koeman. As of today, yeah, dude, there's no debate. Fucking Klopp's a better manager.
hasn't
But
got
don't
his chance at that top 4
don't
team.
assume.
Dortmund's a
Just
top
like
4 team.
Pochettino, we can't assume that he's going to be better than Koeman, Pep. We don't know that. As of today,
Can't
he's
say he
not
never
better.
will, though.
Yeah, but potential is there, man. Especially with Koeman. What he's doing with Everton might sneak into top 4.
no,
No,
not now. Definitely not
Look,
now.
mathematically, it's possible, man. You got
Yeah,
Man
mathematically,
United
I can win the
choking.
lottery.
You got Arsenal playing like shit. You got Liverpool susceptible to a choke, even though you got the friendliest schedule. You got City. Look, it won't happen. But
know, bro.
They
we're
wouldn't
sitting
get
there
top
looking
6.
at Man City saying, I mean, not Man City, Everton. They're in a top 6 race, guys. Deny it. Pull the Leicester shit if you want. They're in a top 6 race.
I mean, realistically, when it comes down to it, I think both managers are playing towards the fans very well. Liverpool fans love Klopp from the energy he's bringing, and then also Everton fans hate Liverpool. I mean, Liverpool fans, Cowboys. So basically, Coleman's like, you know what? Let's hate them a little bit more.
but you
And you
guys-
know what? The Everton fans probably love the fact that he called out Klopp.
Yo,
Remember-
he barely
remember-
called them out, man. He just said it.
No, not barely. He basically called him to act like a man.
I love it.
Dude,
That's not a Bailey
here's the thing,
shot.
Liverpool need to be concerned, man, because I said that Spurs were gonna get injuries. Liverpool are getting injuries now.
Love the Mane.
Mane,
Mane
later.
injury,
Love
bro,
it.
just
Later.
bends his left
Remember-
ankle
Yeah,
all the
that
way back.
was-
He might be out for a month, man, maybe 3 weeks.
Peace out, bro.
Remember how good they did when he was at
Oh, they
the
were
AFCON?
nasty, man.
That was
They-
so
they were
sick.
dope.
You guys were what? Defeated? No wins.
No goals in
No way.
2017
So now
until
you-
what?
Now you're missing Mane.
March?
Oh shit!
No,
Who you
that's
got
fine.
for me?
That's
Alexander
fine.
Arnold.
You know-
fine.
Who's
No,
stepping up?
probably
It's
Origi.
not fine at all.
Origi. Satsa, because you know what? He's doing well. Maybe it
Look,
seems
he
that
does, look,
Firmino
look,
went
the
to the
cool thing.
outside.
The cool thing about Liverpool, you never know, man. Origi could have 2 or 3 games where he puts the team on his back.
But Huss is just
Coutinho
bullshitting himself.
could,
He knows
but yes,
the deal.
yes.
He knows
Deep
what's
down,
up,
you
man.
know this.
Look at
Need
this
that
world-class
Are there
speed.
reports out yet? Are there world?
No world-class speed. Oh, they're world-class speeds?
There's no world class report.
I remember
Tell you
saying
that
that a
much.
couple times. So he was a game changer.
Oh shit!
You don't have it.
Now, are there reports out saying that he's out for 3 weeks?
No. There's
Yeah,
no
he's
reports
probably-
yet.
This is
yeah.
Dr. Tums
No, but
report.
look, he tried to run and
Shoot
then
him
he
up.
collapsed like he got shot. That was weird. That was weird. When he
Could've
like
been
tried
his-
to run and just
Definitely his ankle. Could have been a little bit of his knee.
He's gonna play next game.
Look, let's hope.
Yes, he will.
Oh, God. No, he won't.
That's a
Look at you.
outrageous.
Look at your lips fucking
Don't
nervous
bite.
over there, dog.
Nah, he's playing next game.
Dude, man of the match, Coutinho.
That's
for
my
me.
prediction.
Coutinho goal and an assist, man.
He's back. He's black.
And you know what? Hey, if Coutinho,
What?
Because like in AFCON when
Man of the match, Hussey.
when Mane wasn't there, Coutinho coming back. That wasn't Coutinho. Now we got Coutinho back.
So you think
Mane's
Coutinho will carry the team? It's time. He's ready. Cool.
Man of the match.
Coutinho. Yeah,
I got Lucas Leiva, center mid, holding it down, getting the
Dig it.
assist.
Dig it.
Here you go, Hussey.
Tom.
Cool. At least you picked the Liverpool player.
Well,
So you're correct. You can pick anything.
I'm not biased.
You're correct.
Like you.
I'm not biased either.
No, okay.
Giving it to little Pennington. Damn, dude, that's
You
charity.
give it to Pennies?
Oh no, I
That's
gave it to
charity.
Coutinho.
Oh, you did?
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Chelsea finally losing.
Yes.
Doesn't mean a goddamn thing, though.
No one.
Chelsea
I
loses
believe I
2-1
can
to
fly.
France.
bro.
No one, dude.
Yo,
Crystal
was it
Eagles
Spurs,
are
maybe?
soaring high.
Zaha could have had 3-4 goals in this game.
Willie Zaha's the truth,
What up,
man.
Fantasy?
He was. This is the first time that I saw Zaha and I went, wow. Like other
First
times,
time?
This was the first
No,
time.
First time?
Other times it was like, oh, he had a great goal. That's a really good goal.
Look,
but now
I've
it's
been
like
saying this
first,
shit
no, no,
for
no,
years,
no, no, no.
dog.
But during
No.
this game,
I
there
know
was
what Huss is
multiple times.
I know what has. This is
he-
fucking Chelsea's doing it against, guys.
Exactly.
He
Okay.
has done this against Burrow, Stepovers, Sherrills. He's done it.
You saw him string it together against a top class team.
No, but
this has been coming for a long time. He's been having
Yes,
performances
but,
like this.
but
on
this
a-
is the first time
No,
I
but-
actually saw it.
but what
Actually,
gets you
the
a
finished,
contract-
not finished project, but
What gets you the contract is
Wait.
doing it against big
like,
clubs.
he started going after all the defenders. Luis, Cahill. He went after. He went around them. He made Fabregas look old a few times. He was turning people. He was spinning
Fabregas
people.
is not
It's just
fast.
come on.
Dude, he's been doing this stuff
No,
for
but
the
he was
last
spinning
2
them.
years.
No,
in the
he
Premier
was
League. on the
spinning
Eagles.
them.
Yes, on the
Seen it
Eagles.
coming.
Not every single
but
game.
not only that, yes,
Not
you
every
could see it
single
coming,
game.
but I have not
And
seen it yet.
I'm glad he did it against a big dog, so that the people who didn't recognize can
No,
recognize.
I have been recognizing that he's a talent. I have not actually seen it.
Us and thousands of other EPL scouts have not recognized, but these two have.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
we have,
Yeah.
and we've known for a while.
Yeah,
Dude,
no,
his
no, he
production-
balled. He balled
literally
out.
said
For a while.
what he needs to come up with is his production
End product.
And what I'm saying is his end product is against a big
Yeah.
club. I'm not saying the step
Yeah.
overs.
Look,
they've always
saying-
been there, man. Like look at
But-
Buffal. Look at Buffal at Sunderland. Lots of step overs, lots of
Southampton.
moves. Southampton, my bad. No production, dude. That was a hot. Came to United,
Dude,
didn't
but it's
produce.
like it's like Adama Traore, but he's better than Traore because he was actually on a Manchester United team. You knew he had it in him. It's just a matter of
But-
can you get confident
Yeah,
and
but-
comfortable.
yes.
Traore is the same thing where so if Traore starts producing end product, I'm not gonna be like, oh my god. I'm just gonna be like, yes, I'm happy for
But-
him. Zaha,
the-
I can see it this season though. He was doing
You
it.
have to
100%.
remember, it's not just hit by himself. The passing that he was doing was logical passing this time.
Yeah. Do you think he's playing the same way he was previous season, the way he is this season?
Oh, he's better.
No, he's playing
Yeah,
better.
He's improving.
And
And,
it's not
in
even
this
that-
in this game, he absolutely balled out. He had one of those days where everything just worked, and he looked.
100%.
This was
He
his
looked
best
10
game
out
of
of
the
10.
season.
And he's a top winger when he's
On
performing
fire.
like this, bro.
That's-
he's a top winger. But the thing is, I've been seeing the talent. I'm
100
not,
look, bro, the
it's
talent
deli-
has never
look,
been
it's
denied.
delivering.
We know
it's
he's
delivering.
Look,
The
if you go to
talent
a
is
restaurant,
never-
you can
yeah.
smell the cheeseburger. You just haven't seen it yet.
You haven't
know
tasted
it's
it.
there. You know it's there. You just have, you're
Terrible.
ordering it.
Terrible
But finally, when
metaphor.
it gets served, you see it. Okay,
Why you
finally
always
it's
thinking about
arrived.
food, bro.
He's hungry. Hasn't eaten it.
No,
I have
dude.
not ate.
Hungry,
I have not
hungry
ate
us.
anything today.
If Willie
my granola,
does
actually.
this for the rest of the season, he might find himself on a different club. But if he does the Willie of past seasons, he's going to take a nap for the next 2-3 games. We're all going to remember this game, and it's going to stay fresh in our minds that Willie Zaha is a beast, which he is. But we want to see him in that top 6 club, right?
Sometimes he has poor games, like or not the best games, but he tries to play like this week in week out. He brings his
100%
effort.
effort is
He's
always-
always trying to do what's best for the team, work right through the roof, up and down.
100%. But there are
Sometimes it
thousands
comes
of
up.
players in the EPL who are like that.
But he's
you
got
know what I mean?
talent. Like he's got
What's
something special,
alarming,
and he
though,
does
There,
that.
there's something
Look,
special there.
he had a good goal, whatever. But there was the other times the misses. There's a couple of them that should have been goals, and he missed them.
He's a
Well,
bit of a
misses-
that's a bit of
misses-
alarming.
Misses I don't mind because Ali missed the sitter this weekend.
say.
You know what I mean? Dele Ali. So, like, missing is one thing, man. I look at decisions. You can do your step overs, dribbles. I think Adama Traore, the reason he's on Middlesbrough, there's fucking dribble talent there. There's YouTube talent.
There's Barcelona
But where's the
talent.
no, there's dribble
Well,
talent.
I'm just saying he came through the Barcelona youth product.
Yeah. There's Barcelona
talent.
training. I don't
Yeah.
think there's Barca talent in there or he would have stayed. There's Barcelona pedigree in there.
Decision making.
That's the difference, man. So
Decision-making.
yeah, there's the YouTube highlights of there. Zaha, the YouTube highlights always been there, man. You've always seen this guy beat 2-3 people, score 1 goal, but the next 5-6 games he can't make a simple 10-yard pass. So that's the difference with Zaha this season, is that I've seen him be more consistent. And I
Maturing.
think the AFCON
He's maturing.
fucked him up. Yeah.
He's definitely maturing. He's getting better, bro. And
He is.
He's always best served in a role where he's the man. I think he's one of those
And that's why he
players
struggled
where-
at a big club.
where
Yeah.
It's gonna be tricky if he does go to Spurs. Harry Kane's the man.
But I think
Eli Ali's the man.
Yeah.
that's also a good reason why he went to Ivory Coast. I
It's gonna
think.
be
I think
tricky.
going to Ivory Coast is going to
Instead
help
of
him out.
England. Yeah.
Because England,
Well,
he
he's
wouldn't even played this. He would have probably been called up, but he probably would have sat on the bench. At
Well,
least
Sterling, there's Ox if he's playing out there. There's competition out there. Walcott, although he's not
But
picked.
depending on the day,
But he's a
any
big-
of those
he's a-
guys can have bad days. There's so many inconsistent players on England that at least at Ivory Coast, even if he's
You
a
need
little
him.
bit inconsistent, he's still going to
You
play.
need
He's
him,
going to
yeah.
work that rust off.
He's
for him.
going to be a big dog for them, which is great. He's going to give him importance as a player. He's going to be a big dog for his national side. Get a lot of burn, lots of minutes, lots of opportunities to perform.
But it was
But
also
to make that transition, like Huss is saying, he has to be able to go to top 4 and still perform without being that dude. You
And
got
I
to
think
be able
that's
to go.
gonna
yeah.
take maturity because I think he was too young at Manchester United
Yeah.
to handle the spotlight. Not everyone like Eden Hazard could jump in at Chelsea at 19 years old
Definitely.
and then take the number 10
You
jersey.
got Martial right now
Does-
struggling with the spotlight.
Bro,
Yeah.
it's just it's a
Talent
crazy
is
pressure
important, but yeah.
and expectation that you have to live up to, man. But I mean, Chelsea starts right out the gates. Eden Hazard coming back, bro. This guy's still electric. If not N'Golo Kante, Hazard might win, EPL Player of the Year just for his efforts.
I think Lukaku. If Lukaku keeps scoring,
Yeah.
I
If he
think
crushes
And,
it.
if
it's Everton,
if-
bro. Like you always say, he's doing it on Everton. I never discount that.
I
But
think
if Chelsea-
Kante's
right now.
if Chelsea win the league, Kante's going to walk away with it.
even if Conte
He has
doesn't,
to.
I think it goes Hazard
Like,
next.
I mean, I'm not happy with that. I'll be okay with it, but I think
I'd be
just
happy with that.
I'm happy
I'd
with
rather
that.
have them.
I think it's
him win it
inevitable.
than like Costa or
But-
Hazard.
But if he doesn't get done, it'll be Hazard because Chelsea won the league, and they just basically showed how much of a difference whether it was Conte or Hazard finally playing was from last year.
And Cesc, bro. Cesc has been on fire lately.
Dude, this
huh?
guy's
He's
quietly.
stuck-
He's an underground baller this year.
dude.
Like coming
Off
off
the
the
bench.
bench.
Now he's starting
anytime
a
he
lot more.
starts, yeah. The last he didn't start last game. It was Matic and Conte last game.
Like, even
They-
like
they
earlier in
signed
the
goals.
season, he was on the reserves, and then slowly
Yeah.
Conte's been working him back into the bench, then the starting lineup. Now he's
Also-
kind of on the edge.
Yeah, since January, since those rumors came out that who was it, AC or Juventus wanted him.
AC. Yeah.
That's when he started getting more playing time because
scores
Conte
goals,
realized
man.
that.
We
When
started,
they
he's-
come in,
but he
they-
started
they
that play.
score
He
goals.
pings it to Hazard,
Thank
50,
you.
50-yard ball. Hazard, beautiful touch, brings it down, holds it up, makes a 50-yard run, which is kind of uncharacteristic, Lampard-esque, slams it home.
It's unbelievable, dude. And he that 50-yard ball is in his game. He does that to Costa or
what he
for
does.
Costa all the fucking time, dude. And he puts it on a dime or puts it on the strong side or defender's weak side. Like he's brilliant, man.
Dude, was this goal of the weekend here, Christian Benteke?
I think so.
I mean, the composure.
Possibly.
This is why
That's
he
YouTube.
showed he could start on a Liverpool. He could start in the top 4 team.
I
No,
think
just the spark. It was a flash in the pan kind of a thing because we don't see him score this classy of a goal usually. But the composure to take a touch and then scoop it over a
Scoops.
6'6" Thibaut Courtois.
this is where the
That's
debate.
hilarious.
This is where the
Jesus
debate
Christ.
about like ability comes in. You know what I mean? This dude has ability. There's no debate. Does he have ability to be on a Liverpool or top 4?
I don't think he's
Clearly
dynamic
not.
enough.
Clearly not. But the individual specialized skill of putting the ball in the net, he can do very well. Just not necessarily consistent. It
Little
was
pooper scoop.
beautiful.
Well, I'm happy that he got that goal because, I mean, he hasn't been getting many goals lately, especially not last year. But even before that, when he was at Aston Villa, he went on a tear in the spring about just... He
Kept him up.
He just
Saved
kept on
him.
getting goal after goal.
And why? 'Cause they were crossing.
But
He
the
was a
thing,
cross
but the
every
thing
team.
was, before that, he was... I mean, I think he got injured. I don't know. I forget. I think it
Bro
was...
science.
Yeah, that's bro science right there.
Set yourself up.
Yeah, whatever. It happens.
Every episode.
But yeah, but the thing was, he does disappear. So on a top 4 team, Benteke, no, I don't believe he belongs.
Well, you bought him for like excess of 30 million.
But no, it was 32, but we got it back.
Excess
Or is
of
it
30.
I think it was 32.
You lost the logo.
Yeah, no, whatever.
Yeah,
But
you
I
guys
know.
lost the logo.
But you know what though? They got the
Excess.
money back.
I was
Fair.
right when I said excess. Like when I said what was it, 7 and?
Yeah, cool. You say it's,
7 plus?
you can say it's cold outside, but I'll give you the exact
7 plus.
7
degrees.
plus goals.
7+ goals.
So
what does
is
that mean?
7 plus, is that less than?
No.
More than
Is
7?
it 7?
7 plus
Plus?
is what
Or is
Arsenal's
it
not going to
plus?
finish.
Yeah, we're gonna finish the top 4. What's
Yeah,
up?
you're gonna finish about. Oh, my bad. I was thinking I was going down.
The Tracy
Yeah.
still doesn't know what 7 plus
Yeah.
means.
Whatever.
Still
Fine. Hey,
doesn't know
fine. You know
what
what?
7
Fine.
means.
You know what?
Oh.
You'll just finish in 6th and make everyone happy.
Bussington.
I know.
Man, I have to admit.
Yeah. I was not thinking.
Man.
I have to
I
admit,
need to get
guys,
some water in me.
when Alan Pardew went out and Big Sam came in, I was a little hesitant, and then they started sucking a little bit. But now Big Sam, man, he's been on a tear lately.
You see him chomp on that gum on the sideline.
He's always chomping on that.
You ever see him put him in? He just fucking
Bull jaw,
My
bro.
God, I feel like that has to be like nicotine. Like he must be some
Nah,
sort of.
must be
it's
nicotine,
concrete,
dude.
bro.
He's just
But,
chewing
man,
rocks.
Crystal Palace up to 16th place, 4 points off relegation. Granted, Swansea and all have been winning games too, so they've been keeping pace. I mean, Sunderland 20 points, dude.
They're done.
Sunderland's toast.
I feel like-
officially. I think it's official.
Here's the question. Let's throw that out there. Defoe, does he stay or does
No,
he
he
go?
leaves.
He's
He's got to
got
leave.
something in his.
Someone's
He's got
got
like a break clause
Yeah,
or
most
something,
players
something
would
like
do,
that.
yeah.
in
Dude,
in the
Palace will
contract.
take him, or
release.
Burnley, or someone, and maybe
Where do you think he goes?
or West Ham or something.
Just today.
Whoever's,
Today. This is
whoever's
gonna
struggling
change.
and needs to stay up. I don't know how the.
No.
Watford.
He's not going to leave before the season, right?
No, I'm
No,
saying
at the
after
end.
the season, after Sunderland gets relegated, it's gonna depend on
West Brom.
who's
I don't
that?
know,
Who's
man.
that 4th? Who just survived? Who are those last
As
2
of
who
today,
just
bro.
survived?
Stoke City. There's too many options, man. He could go anywhere.
I know. As of today, you think he's going as high as
Everton,
9th?
Everton, I don't know. Stoke City could
Everton for
work.
Lukaku?
West Brom, like
Bournemouth, maybe. Nah, I think they want to move on.
Bournemouth,
Not
nah.
Bournemouth.
Bournemouth is too, like, play
They're
football kind of
progressive.
guys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're very progressive.
not,
Defoe's,
not
like,
Burnley,
knocked
not
out.
Burnley either.
Swansea.
Stoke, I think, is a good shot. They don't
Yeah.
really have a forward. I mean,
Swansea
they
Peter
have,
Crouch.
they have Tom's boy.
Peter Crouch,
Fucking
Boney
troll boy.
Wilfried.
Who? Bonnie Wilfred? Bro, the dude's a
Gas,
beast.
dude. That was another guy you just
That's
gassed for
on the
no
all
reason.
bear squad team. Are
Yeah.
you kidding me, bro? Those
beast.
guys, son.
You just saw a thick ass dude.
Team
You're like, that
Thunder
guy's a
guys,
beast.
yo.
He's good.
Toe, his
Yo, he was
best,
nasty on Vitesse, man.
his best shot is a toe
Fine.
ball. You can't help it. Just toe balls all day.
Yeah, he's got the elastico on deck, though.
No,
Fucking, he's going to Palace. Mark my words.
will he?
Today.
Defoe.
No, Defoe.
Defoe.
He's not
Defoe
going.
to
He's
Palace.
not going to
Mark my
Palace.
words. Next season.
He's going to
Next
West
season.
Ham.
Should put something on.
Watford was a good shout because then maybe Deeney could get like another pairing like with what he had with Gallo
I don't
last
think
year.
Watford has
Yellow.
enough like history.
Hold on, here's
Defoe
another
and
question.
Yellow.
I know we're jumping the gun here on Sunderland, but
Yeah, we are.
who cares?
But whatever.
David
need 8
Moyes.
points.
David Moyes, the magic man himself. Does he stay with this club?
Yeah.
He has to. Yeah.
I think you pull a, what's his name, who went down with him?
Benitez.
Benitez. You gotta get your reputation back, dude. No one's gonna hire you. You gotta get your reputation back.
Someone in
Bounce
Scotland
on
Man
would
the
hire.
United ruining careers since
well,
1901.
yeah.
Are we really? Or do
Yeah.
we like
Actually, it's
careers?
1885.
Well, there were rumors of maybe Brendan Rodgers maybe going to Arsenal. So if he leaves, could Moyes go?
Hell no, we don't want your cursed ass manager.
Dude, Rodgers with a little bit of money. It's not bad, man.
He had some
He
money.
had
spent
200
on
million.
Andy Carroll. He had some
No,
money.
no,
before.
no,
that was
it wasn't Carroll.
Dalglish.
Yeah,
That was
Car-
oh, my
they
bad.
bought Carroll
Christian
and Suarez
Benteke.
at the same time.
Benteke
And
instead.
Stuart Downing.
Greatest
Nasty
crossover
crossing.
of all time.
Mark-
Best cross in the world.
No assists, no goals in 80
Cool.
games.
Man of the match.
Forgot what game we were talking about.
Willie Zaha.
Oh, Zaha.
I
yeah.
gotta give it to Willie.
Willie. One goal, one
Credit
assist.
to Palace though, man, holding it out because the whole game was just Chelsea, chance after chance.
Diego Costa gone missing. MIA. Where you
Yeah.
at?
Thanks for the points.
No,
and
he was
tails.
there. He heard.
Past month.
Was that Scott Danny hurt? He was
Dude,
there.
I
Yeah,
captained him. It
somebody.
was brilliant. 2
Pat-
points. Loved it, man. Doubled my one, man. Fucking hell.
Nice
Burnley
card.
0, Tottenham 2. It's different Tottenham, Tom. Trying to tell you, bro. They're winning without Harry Kane. They looked in control of this game. Although Deere had to come in and break the
They got
deadlock.
lucky, man. He got lucky
Think so?
on that. Dude, Burnley's so organized and disciplined to concede a goal like that off a corner kick. Hendrick with just the careless flap of a kick to try and get out of the box on the corner. Falls right to him. After that, 1-0 down. Even though they're at home, you just knew it was coming. They weren't gonna battle back. They could have salvaged a draw. Halftime 0-0. You make the halftime 0-0, anything can happen second half.
But I think this game would have been like a lucky Burnley draw. Like
that's fine though.
Tottenham
They
deserves-
earned it though.
But Tottenham deserves the win. You know what I mean? Like
In the
I don't
end, they
think it's-
did.
Yeah, I don't think it's so much luck. Like
I'm
that-
just upset.
Yeah,
I
I'm
had-
upset
I had-
too.
I had
100% me too.
I
But-
had Michael Keane.
But they were in control of
Fantasy.
this game, man. They were in control. Burnley made a bit of noise, but Tottenham had the possession. They were moving the ball around. They were beating players.
Christian Eriksen is the guy to pick up for fantasy. He's
think he's
on
ready again?
fire.
I don't know. Dele
I think
Alli
he's on
was pretty
fire.
good too.
Dele Alli's pretty damn good himself.
It's another guy I sold.
I don't think you could go wrong with either of those two.
Self-destruction.
I know.
Yeah, you had a rough week, bro.
Coutinho just sold him too.
How many
Awesome.
points you sitting on?
Oh,
What are you,
we'll
an
talk
eight?
about it.
Aren't you like
Something
17th
like that.
place?
23.
Right now? 8th place?
Oh, wow. Damn, rough week, bro. Rough week.
Yeah,
And I try. That's the saddest thing. That's the saddest part.
Dude, that's fantasy,
At least you
man.
admit it, though. At least
Yeah.
you care.
Ah,
That's awesome.
You can't win, man.
Yeah,
For me.
I
Do what
think
you
I was
gotta
right
do.
though. Scrappy goal like that, Eric Dyer.
Definitely scrappy.
Bitch, I don't know how you got that in, but whatever. But man, Deli Shop a little bit cowish in the first half, but he manages to
Makes up for it.
come to nice little assist.
That
to
would have
Son.
been perfect to Captain Ali this week. Oh,
Instead, I captain Vardy.
that would have been icing on cake. That would have been like 24 points.
To captain who?
I had Deli. So he got the
You only get an
assist.
assist, right?
He had the assist, then he had the clean sheet. So that's 6. And then the goals for midfielders, I think, are oh, no, it's 5. So it would
Yeah,
have been
but
like
he didn't
22.
get the goal.
Yeah,
You got your 13.
I think you're fine.
Yeah, bro. Stop doing calculations on there.
Deer, maybe, if you had
Should have been.
Eric Deer.
Dyer? Deer? The deer man?
I know. I fucking call him Deer.
Yeah.
Spreading all this
Tom-
bad
Tom-
enunciation.
Who's been,
Tom-
linked,
Tom
who's
and I
been
were-
linked with United.
Tom and I were talking at the bar, though,
Linked with
about Spurs' chance. Because I don't see anyone win the league besides, Arsenal, Man City.
You don't want to?
I don't want to see Arsenal or Chelsea win the league or Man City, Liverpool, God forbid. Spurs, fuck it, go for it. I got no
That's
problem
me, man.
with it.
got
I
no
don't
beef.
care.
I got no beef.
That's how I'm with
I-
City
I-
and Spurs. I'm like, yeah,
if
whatever.
United can't win it, Everton, anyone. Leicester was a great gap year for
Perfect.
us. Great gap year.
That was terrible.
It was great
For
for me.
Arsenal, yeah, because you had the same manager,
We're the
you had the
next
same
closest.
squad. Yeah. You're the
But-
next strongest squad, yeah.
But there's 8 games left for Chelsea and Spurs. Hey, that's one game. Chelsea lose 3. I'm gonna tick that off. That's 1.
Oh, shit, Al.
2 more to go.
You
Totally
did
forgot
call it
about that,
last step. Al
So-
called it Ep 140, what? 1 or 2? 141
That
or
was like
142?
episode
Last
130,
episode was
dude.
2.
Huh? No, I'm saying, like,
Oh,
when
when
did he
you
make
called
that
it?
call? I think
Right,
it was 2
while-
eps
it was
ago.
a while. No,
That
it
was January, I
it was
thought
a
you
while.
said.
It wasn't January, bro.
Gotta
It was
put that
a
in
couple
Don't
weeks
there.
need
ago.
January. I don't know.
I'd say it was like 135. It was a couple weeks
Alright,
ago.
cool.
A couple weeks ago.
That's badass.
But that's
man.
one, man. They lose a couple more games. Spurs keep winning. But
You gonna
the
mark it
big
down?
thing that me and Tom were disagreeing on, or not disagreeing, but just talking about, was that no Kane. No number 9 up top. Will they get the goals? That's
What are
the
they
main
doing?
problem. Because the clean sheets aren't a problem.
But like, look
all
what they
good
did
right
today,
now.
man. Like,
Jansen didn't
Like-
do shit.
it
Well,
looks like
doesn't
he was
have
a
to.
bust. Yeah, it doesn't have to,
Look,
man.
they
Like,
had
that's
Toby
He's
and
worse than
Vertonghen.
Soldado,
That's the
bro.
My
thing
thing is,
about-
I don't think those center backs are gonna hold up. I think one of them is gonna go down, Toby or Vertonghen.
You keep saying that,
At
but
least I'm hoping.
they keep they keep surviving. All they got to do then is go back to a 4-4-2, because now instead of playing 3 center backs, you're gonna have Dyer play one of those, and then whoever's the not hurt Alderweireld, Vertonghen.
Even if they
Vertonghen
do,
missed most of the season as well.
even if they do get an injury, I think Walker could play behind Trippier or something and kind of hang back. He won't be as effective as he normally is, but he could do
pull
that.
Azpilicueta.
Yeah, he could do it.
He's
So-
tall enough. He's got the physique. He's got the recovery.
Tired of all this damn Tottenham
I hear
But
you.
indirect support.
But it's all personal for you, man. This
It is.
team, if this team was wearing a different uniform, had a different name, you'd see that something special is happening here, man. They're transitioning from that. I mean, for 2 years in a row to finish top 4, they've done that before in their history, no doubt. But like, they're doing it with players who potentially could go to Real Madrid, Man United, Chelsea, all these top clubs. If they manage to hold on to these guys one more season, it's going to be a crazy race again. Then you can argue that Tottenham now is an officially a top 6 team.
I'll have a
And they
beer.
got Swansea.
I was asking for the
that
Charger,
they
but I'll have a beer.
keep all those players, because as much as as much as I want Poole to win the league, it's good to see such a young, dynamic team challenge
From London.
It's really not. Monaco's enough, bro.
No,
I'm good
but-
with AS Monaco and
But
Dortmund.
like he's
Young
said,
squad
Tottenham has
overall.
something special going on right now, because if
Swear,
they can
man.
keep these players, they have something like. I mean, I'm saying it to a little bit less of an extent, obviously, because Scholes and like Giggsy, but they have almost something like United have. Maybe not coming from the academy, but they have a lot of young players coming up at the same time that can actually do
they're a
some
young
damage
squad.
in this league.
They're a young squad, man.
And with Jansen, is he the first guy out during the summer? I mean,
Nah, you don't
he's in
sell
the
him.
game.
It's his first year.
They sub on Son, and then he scores.
It's his first year.
It's like, why even start Jansen? Just put Son on there from the beginning.
Because Son's not really a typical number 9.
Well, he scores goals.
Jansen is. Yeah, he does score goals, but you don't sell this guy in the summer. You keep him on the bench and you bring someone else
You're a
in.
deep team. You're going into
Let 'em fight
Champions
for it.
League. You got FA Cup, EFL Cup.
Yeah, but Tottenham,
don't sell players.
I'm
man.
sure Tottenham could probably find somebody better than Jansen.
Yeah, but do
you
you think they're
upgrade
gonna
him,
make-
yes, but you
do you-
don't sell him.
Yeah. Do you think they're gonna make money off the Janssen sale after this year?
Even if you can get close to even.
You won't, though.
No, you won't. You'll lose.
Hopefully.
This isn't Liverpool, bro.
Hopefully.
You don't buy players for 30 million and then lose money on them. All right, it's not Liverpool.
We didn't lose money on
You
Benteke.
did.
Yeah, you
did.
did,
You lost a
bro.
little bit. You
No,
didn't
because
lose much.
it's incentive based. Because if he does get the incentive,
Yeah, but as of today,
It's a transfer
how's it
fee.
stand?
Yeah.
How's it stand today?
But
You
if
lost
and
money.
but and maybe.
Yeah, if he
sorta-
hits all these fucking
House
these
is never wrong.
contract
Yeah.
stipulations,
House is never wrong.
finally you understand.
2 plus 2.
God.
2 plus 2 equals
7.
fish.
Well, it depends on if you have 4 fish.
Yeah, 1 fish, 2 fish,
3 fish, 4 fish. I'm hungry.
blue fish, red fish. It's
That
Dr. Seuss.
happened.
You know Dr. Seuss?
No, never
Never
made
read
it.
that stuff growing up?
Never made it, dude. Never made that.
One of the best-
Never made
that
it?
witchcraft never made
Maybe-
it. to
maybe the
Africa.
best-
The acid trip for kids.
Yeah, maybe the best children's writer of all time from Massachusetts.
Nope, Roald Dahl. Goosebumps.
Ah, he's a beast.
R.L. Stein.
Are you
Oh,
kidding me?
Talking about
Nope,
Goosebumps?
You're saying
Roald Dahl's a different dude.
Goosebumps?
Yeah,
Roald
Roald
Dahl's
Dahl's
a different dude.
Charlie Chocolate
Fucking
Factory.
obsessed with Goosebumps, son.
Goosebumps.
Better than Dr. Seuss.
Yeah,
Dr.
bro.
Seuss changed
I'm sorry,
the
He's
world.
better than Dr. Seuss.
No, you can't have your...
captured him that last time. Huss face.
You do it again? You do it again?
Dr. Seuss. That was that.
Man, R.L. Stein, Dr. Seuss face off. I don't know.
I can tell you right now
I mean,
who's gonna win.
he's entitled to his opinion. I don't know why
Yeah,
you're going
that's
after
all,
him.
man. I mean, J.K. Rowling, some people might bring her up and say she's the best of all. You know, it just depends when you grew up, what was in your area. Can't tell me some Cambodian kid
All
thinks
right.
fucking...
Hussey
Ra-
just he's
Ra-
a
no, Ra-
right.
Shout out to Bath.
Rowling, you know, she
Shout out
had
Cambodia.
What
she
up,
had one story.
Cambodian
She
kid?
had one story and she kept telling it. Dr. Seuss made up multiple stories and rhymed about it.
Okay, that's fine,
All right.
dude. Like,
All right, bro.
to
I
each
know
his
rappers
own.
with multiple songs.
No, I'm right. You're wrong.
This is a subjective one, bro.
Whatever.
Man of the match. Barely talked about this game, but
Dr.
I was
Seuss.
feeling too much heat from Tom, the Goon fan. I got Eric Dier. 1 goal, clean sheet,
Dear, man.
gets the game winner,
I got Delhi Shop Ali still on fire, still showing that Madrid come get me.
even with that cowishness.
Even with the cowishness,
Oh,
son.
cool, man.
I got Eric as well, just for the clean sheet and the goal. I mean, right place, right time. Breaks the deadlock.
I'm going Son because even after coming off the bench, time in, time out, basically, he still scores. He just always just seems to just get a goal.
Do you think he's September 1st, 2017, he's wearing a Tottenham jersey?
Yes.
Cool.
I think he's the one that should keep Jansen. I know. I mean, maybe someone.
The problem is that he wants to play more. He keeps saying he wants to play more. He wants to start.
Well,
He's
that's
not
What about this?
appreciated.
January 1st, 2018. Is he still there?
Depends on how far they go in Champions League if they make it in top 4.
Fair enough. They got to keep Son, man. That's a super sub. That's a Solskjaer off the
Can't
bench.
just
He can start,
play
though,
him.
man.
Play him.
Hey, man, every good team has those guys who just... sorry, man. Overmars is just killing it. Overmars and Perez are killing it. You can't get in.
Well,
But
where
when you get in, you better perform.
You better fit in.
I mean,
Yeah.
where else does Son go? I mean, let's just talk about England in general because forget about the rest of the world right now. He can't go to Chelsea, Liverpool,
Look, I don't
no,
think-
City, no,
Everton.
United,
I don't
no,
think he's done
Everton,
enough.
no, Everton
Why not?
probably
His first
not.
year,
no.
man.
Why not,
Like, you
though?
could gamble on him, but I don't think anyone will. So,
Everton's not bad.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I don't
Everton's
think
alright.
it.
Are you saying Jansen or Son?
Son.
Son.
Son. Okay, cool.
Why not
Yeah, no,
Everton?
Everton's not bad.
I don't see it.
Dude,
being
he would start at Everton. He's dynamic. He's got
I don't know
goals
if
in
he'd
his game.
start.
Works hard. Get Morales out of there. Morales doesn't start. He's a better
I
player
dig
than
Morales.
Morales is nice, though.
I
He's
dig
been performing.
Morales.
Hasn't
I
been
like him.
getting
I
hurt.
like
though.
Morales. I'm
Damn,
a
everybody
Morales
just-
fan.
Yo, I like Morales.
Yeah,
Morales get ball, dude. He reminds me
my
of
bad,
Lamella.
Morales.
He's in my boy Kev. All right.
Get that LFO out of there,
All I got
dude.
from alive,
Pick-
man. You
pick-
change your son.
Because everyone loves
Just
Balassi,
victimize
too.
this dude. Yeah,
Nah, man, you
Balassi.
just-
Look, think about Everton with Balassi. Different Merseyside derby, huh?
Man, slapping the pitch, going around you.
Fucking Milner
it.
would
Okay.
get his underwear in a bunch,
I don't know, dude. And anyways,
So nasty.
Put it on the fence.
well,
wedgie
Balassi would be
style.
on the left, so it would be.
Balassi would be all over the pitch.
Yeah, he would.
Well, he hasn't done much for Everton this year, so I know he's been
He was
hurt,
injured
but before
all
that,
year.
He
And
literally
before
been
that,
a-
he was killing it.
I don't know about that. He has like
dude.
one
He
goal
was.
this year.
Dude,
Well, I'm not talking about strictly stats.
Yeah, we're not
I'm
talking
about
fans.
He wasn't-
performance. Remember
Look
that
at
time
his
you
who
tried to throw
scored-
stats at me?
look
and
at
I
his
threw
who
like
scored player
No,
rate.
no, no,
Remember
no.
when he shot on Zaha? Was like,
He
oh, he
wasn't- he
scored
wasn't-
3 goals in like
He
9
wasn't
games.
killing
I was like,
it.
dude, look at his rating.
Balassi
He's
wasn't
at like
killing
over a
it.
7.
he was doing well,
Dude, no, Huss.
but he wasn't
Look at
killing
his
it.
Look at
rating.
Velocity's
He's a winger.
scored rating. Dude, that's
bro.
all. That's
Yeah.
all you have to do. You're not gonna?
Yeah, you sit there.
No, right now.
You spit on me, man.
I didn't spit on you at all.
Drops.
That's your yoke, dude.
Got him.
Thank you.
Callback destroyed. Man United 0. West Brom 0.
Next
no
game.
Zlatan, no
Nothing-
goals.
nothing
dude.
to talk
what
about.
the fuck? The only bright spark in this game for me, Hussey Lingard, dude. Wanted the ball
Love him.
from the first minute to the 90th minute, dude. That kind of energy, that kind of vibes, that pays off in football. These scores, they happen once in a while, but you show yourself to the ball, you make the right decisions on the ball, eventually it's going to come right. But Martial,
Nice
napping.
little moral victory there. Nice little moral
No,
victory
this is not a moral
speech
victory.
right there.
This is not a
I
moral
like
victory,
that
man.
right there. You know,
No
just keep
fucking
it going,
chance.
United, with your moral victories.
This is not a moral
I mean,
victory.
it's not a
There
moral-
was no victory in any sense
Yeah,
for
there
us,
was
man.
none.
This was a total defeat.
There,
No,
there
1
was
point.
there was a victory. Johnny Evans, ex-Man
Oh
U,
my dude,
stepping up.
this was Man U versus Man U.
Guy
We got
was
Johnny
everywhere.
Evans, we got Ben Foster, and
Fletcher.
Darren Fletcher. Man U
Yeah.
versus Man U. Those are the 3 biggest players in this game. Again, Ben Foster standing on his head.
Hilarious.
Another goalie coming to Old Trafford, having some crazy ass saves.
Don't sleep on
shit.
McCauley too, man.
Granted, the shots came from far out a lot of the time from United, which is kind of what happens. We get shots from outside the 18, but when you get 11 guys in front of the box, like or in the 18,
Just so
it's
organized.
almost. Dude, how many shots were they blocking? I thought I was playing Hussey in FIFA.
It's a brilliant,
Blocking shots left and right.
And they still get that 1-1-1.
it's a brilliant Tony
One
Pulis
shot.
team, man.
Tony
One shot
Pulis,
on target,
man, I
one
love
goal.
Tony Pulis.
Beat
I
him.
was hating him today, or I was hating him during this game, man, because it was just frustrating.
Dude,
He-
McCauley
he
too,
played
the
it
old
smart,
man.
played
With
defensive,
the-
played for the draw.
Gets a contract extension. McCauley
Kills it,
looks
gets
like he's
a
gonna
clean
be
sheet.
When,
the oldest player next year
Again,
too.
back to
38
back,
years
dude.
old.
when we're
Back
talking
to
about
back.
Big Sam, the first thing I thought of was like Tony Pulis because I don't know. I feel like if they did like they matched up characters of the Lion King with like managers, I feel like Big Sam would be Puma, and Pulis would be Timon.
Pumbaa.
I just
Pumbaa,
feel like those.
yes.
Yeah, I feel like those two. Just I feel like I don't know what it is. It's just something about Tony Pulis
How
that
did we get here?
I don't know. Because when he takes the hat off, it's all like nice and well, whatever.
I see,
Not
I
nice.
see the Pumbaa with
Big Sam.
Big
and the
Sam.
gut.
Yeah,
Yeah, I just feel like Tony
I
Pulis
see
would-
Mufasa. You kidding me? Big Sam's huge.
No.
King of the jungle.
Ah, he's not shredded enough, dude.
You're a shredder, man. He's a beast.
And Mustafa.
You know who-
Mufasa
was
a beast,
wise,
dude.
I feel like
yeah.
Arsenal would
Yeah,
be.
but he was a beast. He was a head. Like the head lion is usually the most in shape lion.
Yeah.
It's not like you know.
Dude,
what
he's
I mean?
lounging all day. Women bringing him food. He's not running around.
Yeah, but when it's time to fight other dudes, he
saying
can
Arsene
scrap.
Wenger, yo.
I
Straight
think
up.
Conte can
Wenger-
fucking take
Wenger-
Sam Allardyce.
No.
Straight up.
Arsene would be like Rafiki, and then Jose would. He's like
So
this
wise,
player,
though.
but I feel like Jose would be Simba because he left and came back.
Who would be Scar?
Scar?
He's a dirty bastard. Who's just the sneaky dude.
I love my manager, but
Conte?
I think in
Conte?
in Chelsea's eyes,
Yeah,
Jose
yeah.
is Scar.
He kind of looks. He kind of has those
Jose's
eyes.
Scar,
Kind of
right?
has those eyes. Who would Klopp be? I don't know.
One
Klopp
of
would
those,
just
like,
be one of those weird
monkeys
deer
that,
in the
like, run around.
background, just trampled. You know what I mean? Just insignificant.
And Mufasa, what would that be? Like Pep? Because he's the king of the jungle right now?
Alex Ferguson. Thank
Nah,
you.
chill.
Oh yeah, because
Mufasa. Fuck all
he's
y'all.
gone. No,
Story.
that makes sense because he's gone. Mufasa's gone. He's out
Yeah,
of
he
here.
got backstabbed.
Back to the game.
Back trampled.
Back to the game. Hammock.
This is
dove
the
deep
fucking
in
Lion
Lion
King,
King,
dude.
Thanks
We
for
went
that,
after
Hussey.
it.
Thanks for that.
143, motherfuckers.
But
Nah,
Take it back to the A, dude.
Señor.
Henrik Mkhitaryan, man,
That's offensive.
That's my alarm clock.
You're singing to your beer can.
Yeah. No, I was thinking to you guys too.
We didn't
Anyway.
like it.
That was the best alarm clock.
Are you done?
Did not like it.
You done?
What? What
All
did you
right.
like?
That's singing.
Right now, you did.
Go ahead, Al. You're telling me what I like. All right, go
He
ahead,
knows
Al.
everything, man. You don't know this yet? He's never wrong. Mkhitaryan, man, having a laugh out there. I've seen this happen. Some games he's there, some games he's not. But like the passes just weren't there. Industry was almost there, but I want to see Rooney play more. And I think this was a game you slide him in. West Brom at home. You don't trust this man with this game. I know you want the Mkhitaryan cutting people up and playing the passes, but it wasn't on.
It's phasing him out.
I don't.
He is phasing him out. It's no joke, dude. Wayne Rooney's gone after this year. He's got to be gone.
Where would he play, man? Like obviously
China,
like,
MLS.
10, especially since Mata's gone out with the groin injury.
Yeah, but have you ever seen him play?
Oh,
10,
I thought
man?
you meant in general, just like he's
But dude,
gone.
dude, this is West Brom. They just sat back, so we'd have all ball
all
like
the more reason why you need a dribbler. Wayno doesn't dribble. all the more reason. The reason why we
He
couldn't
just
get
we don't need
penetration.
him to dribble, let him pass, and let Lingard and Martial and Rashford do all the
passer.
running.
but they sit
Dude,
on
the
back,
balls
so
he
we
was
can't
playing
get-
when he came in, the
not only is
crosses
a
he was
passer,
playing.
He's a pinger.
Dude, his
Guys
right
had
foot is
lots
so
of shots
shooty.
from outside the box, man.
But there's no.
Even his
Man.
crosses, man, were almost on point.
I think if we have Mata, when you have a team that sits back, I think it's more important to have a small movement kind of guy versus
Can unlock
a
the
long
defense.
ranging.
No, Mata
pass.
would be
it's
nice.
Better for me.
But Mata wasn't there.
Yeah, so Mkhitaryan was more of the style that he went for. Rooney came on, dude. All he did was stand against that back four. Didn't show angles. Didn't run into space. I literally watched him walk, man. I was like, you came on as a sub. You know the whole stadium's been wanting you to come on, play, make a difference.
Was he happy?
Bro, but that's my point. If you're not happy, you got a jet, bro. Like,
Well,
you're literally
my
0-0.
My point is you're not starting, so you're not
Who's-
happy.
Okay, fair enough. So then what do you do when you start? You play worse?
No,
you
you
play
got-
better
you-
because you start and you're the club captain.
But,
You
but
when
how do you
sub
get to
on,
starting?
You
How
got
do
to
you
come
get
on. I agree with you. You got to
Thank
act
you.
like
some,
you want
some
it.
things, if you're upset coming off the bench, your solution is play like shit coming off the bench.
not what I
Somehow
think.
you'll start.
It's not what I
I,
think.
I don't
So
think
whether he's happy or not, there's no excuse, man. Happy or not, there's no fucking excuse. You're coming off
There's
the
no
bench
excuse,
at
but
home.
there's a reason. If you're used to starting since you're 16 years old or 18 years old, and all of a sudden you're not starting, you're not going to feel the same coming off the bench.
this
You're just
is
not.
this is the
That's a
only
reason.
this is the only match where Rooney could maybe say he's upset about not starting, because with the 3 suspensions or so, especially Pogba's hurt, Ibra's out, Herrera's out. That's what I was saying to you guys. If he's not starting when 3 regulars aren't starting, I mean that's definitely saying
He's
something about
phasing
Rooney.
him out. And
But-
when your coach
but-
does not believe in you,
So
your confidence
but
levels
it's
aren't
also
the same.
at the point where when he was playing earlier on and when he would get like an assist, he was playing with those guys, the Pogba and Ibra, where he'd be able to get the ball on the side and cross it into someone like Ibra,
Yeah,
who
but
would
let's-
make magic of it.
Look. I love Rooney. I think he doesn't help us in this game, in my personal opinion. He's played 19 games this year, 2 goals, 5 assists. 19 games. He's come on 10 times as a sub. So it's not
9
like Mourinho.
starts.
19 starts.
No, 19 starts.
Yeah, I think 19 appearance. Sorry, yeah, you're right. 9
Yeah.
starts, 10 subs. You're right.
Okay.
So
That's not bad output, man. Considering he's
seen-
playing reserved.
he's seen time, man. And in those 9 starts he had, he wasn't doing much, man.
That was
That's when
early
those
season,
rumors-
though, when they sucked.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
you know
but
what?
everyone sucked. Zlatan sucked. Eventually found himself.
This is why-
Rashford, Lingard, like
This is why I think he'd make an impact in this game. You guys started a young front 3. Lingard, young. Rashford, young. Martial, young. Mkhitaryan's his first year at the club. Doesn't bring the leadership. Now you have an experienced Carrick behind there. But in terms of leaders, that's all I see. Him and Antonio Valencia. De Gea, okay, but he's still a young player. So you have essentially Carrick, Valencia, your main leaders. Now who do you have in that forward line? Who do you have to choose someone out? Rooney's that perfect guy, man. I think you're starting Rashford, Martial, Lingard. Whether
think-
he would have scored or gotten assists, I don't know. But in terms of making a difference, I think he would have made a difference.
I don't think he would have, because he just hasn't all season, man. So I think I back Jose's reasoning not to start him. This guy's out of rhythm. He's not in shape. He comes on, dude. He doesn't even run. It's not about dribbling or anything. Just show a fucking angle. Just take 2 shuffles to your left, 1 step forward, point your hands at your feet. Give me the fucking ball.
I'm not
That's
defending
all I
that.
want.
I'm not
But
defending that.
I think that's where Rooney loses it for me. As a forward, he didn't need to do that. So I don't think he developed the skills. I think he's a player who's transitioning out because he doesn't have the necessary skills to go from forward striker
midfield, yeah.
to midfield, man. That transition is so hard. That's why when you guys say Ronaldo could drop in and maybe potentially play that,
He's a center forward.
I don't think so.
He's a
Yeah,
center
man.
forward.
And that's why I don't know if his career can last very long, because those center forwards go against young guys, young athletic guys, man.
Very athletic, yeah.
So it's sad, man. It's frustrating. I love this guy. He's
He's
given
phasing
time
him
in
out,
the
man.
club, but
you see how
everyone gets
wild he
phased
was,
out.
man, on that yellow card. Like I could feel that. I think we all
Yeah.
United fans around the world
Yeah.
felt the frustration from this
it's
game.
very frustrating.
So to
yeah.
be on that field, man, I was laughing, but I was like, dude, you gotta calm down. Like we could have had the ball there,
Yeah.
but
Well,
Joe, I don't like.
man, he personifies the frustration at the moment.
and I forgot to mention that Mata was out as well because of the groin injury.
I mentioned
But
it. You weren't listening.
Oh, sorry. So there was actually
Twice.
when I was saying Herrera and Pogba and Ibra, so it's actually 4 starters out, and he still didn't start.
But
you
Mata's
So,
in and
but,
out.
but the thing for me is that I can't say too much about the formation because they absolutely dominated this game besides putting the ball in the net.
It wasn't difficult, though, because they just sat back.
So when it comes down to it, they could have switched up something where like it was like a 4-3-3 and then had Rooney go on the outside to throw crosses in or something where even if he got beat, he would have someone behind him actually take care of him. So you could have Lingard behind and doing all the leg work or something.
Dude, I think this game was the tactics were on, just didn't finish. Mkhitaryan, cowish.
Martial,
cowish. If he finishes, it's a different fucking game.
Rashford,
unlucky. But
how about that free kick, man? I didn't know.
Yeah, I didn't know
he's got that in his game now.
19 years old, banging in weird, bobbling free kicks.
It's crazy. But he wants the ball. Like, he's not afraid. Wait, was Rooney on the field at that time?
No.
He was on the start.
No doubt.
The fact
but
that he was.
Will Jose's treatment, or criticism, I should say, of these kids will come back to haunt them?
I think
he was going hard. He said the defense played superb. The defense was excellent.
Yeah, they killed it.
But the attackers were very, very poor and wasteful.
Look, there's two ways to react, man. It depends what kind of player you want at your club. Jose, I think, wants gladiators.
Robots.
If you play a shitty game, he's going to tell you played like shit. It's up to you to bounce back. Certain players need that hug when they play a shitty game. Manager comes around him. Klopp, you've seen him do that with a lot of his players. Pep as well. But I don't think it's in Mourinho's game. It might develop, maybe behind the scenes.
It's a tough love, though. It's a cold, tough. Are you good enough? If you're not, that's fine, but you're gone.
Exactly.
Are you mentally strong enough to handle no communication, but I want you to still perform? Can you handle that? Good.
And that's where I come in, where I'm like, you got to protect these youngsters, man. Jose basically threw them to the wolves this game.
He did the same with Chelsea, right?
He did, and that's where I slightly differ, where I'm like, man, like, you got to protect these kids.
Don't air it out in public. You can say, I'm fine with the manager who's going to
just say you have to work on things.
In the locker room.
Yeah.
You have to do that in the locker room.
That's true, man.
You can't hug everyone, but in public, now you're throwing out these youngsters to the public, and the criticism is going to rise to them. And if you're a young Martial, especially Martial, Rashford, I think he's better suited to take it because
Martial's the tricky
treatment,
one, man.
yeah, his treatment has shown. Jose actually loves Rashford, I think, but Martial's kind of like iffy.
You know what it is?
Doesn't trust him.
Yeah, I don't think he does.
You know what it is? It's the wages. It's because he knows those wages could go to someone else, could go to Griezmann, building up those wages. So it's that price tag not only comes from the media, from us, the fans, it also comes from internally, man. When your manager's looking at you and saying, look, you're taking 3% of my wage budget, whatever X% of my wage budget, I could literally go to another club and get a player who's doing it at the level you're supposed to be doing it for that money. So I think that's where it comes in. That's why Lingard takes naps during games. He played awesomely this game, but he takes naps. So they always kind of give him a break. You never hear Mourinho coming out and saying Lingard needs to work harder, needs to be better. Like,
I don't know. I think Lingard's the sneaky type that he just performs. Like he does
He's a big stage
He does
player.
hard. He does hard
things.
things.
Never question his effort.
Yeah,
that's the thing. Martial just has that face where he's just like, he doesn't care.
I do agree with
no
Tom,
emotion,
though.
but people are like, you care? You investing? He's like, yeah, of course I'm invested. That in his youth, that was a problem.
Yeah, Monaco manager.
Yeah, but he's always dialed in, but just like he's got that weird
dead face,
body
eyes,
language, like you say, Al.
I do agree with Tom. I mean, Jose should not be throwing those kids' names out there like that. Because, I mean, one of the most important things that when we say big-time managers is that players love to play for them. And then, again, Jose in and out of clubs every 3 or so years because it's almost like he just uses and abuses them. Almost like, if you can't fine, I'll tell everyone then. But why? Why do you have to tell the media? Why do you have to tell the fans that type of thing?
Room, man.
Look, it's cool. You're keeping it real. Awesome. But you can keep it real at the locker room and then kind of like give a better way. You can go. But that's also one of the things about having interviews right after the game. Where I think it's strategy-wise, NBC and like those guys.
The media?
I think they do it very well, getting an interview right after the game because they got Coleman calling out Klopp. They have Jose. He got that interview.
You need a day to cool off before you can speak.
Not even a day. 10 minutes after the game, just walking in the locker room.
They should grab him right as they're walking on the field.
That's what they do.
Put that camera in the face.
That's what they do.
So what do you think of the game?
Style.
That's basically what they do when they walk through the tunnel.
Good.
The person doing the interview basically said to Jose, Jose, because you're smiling and the handshake with Tony Pulis, do you think West Brom was pretty even with you guys today? Paraphrasing, obviously.
They set him up.
Fuck that guy.
But then he's like, I don't understand.
He called him an idiot.
Yeah. That's
essentially. He called him silly, but it's like, you're fucking stupid.
But you know what, though? I fully agree with Jose. That was a dumb question. He's like, I'm smiling with Tony because he's my friend. And I fully
because he's
mutual
my friend,
respect.
it means that I don't care if the team tied.
He's
You know
like-
what I mean, like it's so ridiculous.
he's like, the head took a nap. He fell asleep. We have all the possession.
That's-
But
it-
the head almost kind of let
he said,
one
yeah.
out. Darren Fletcher, that was shaky.
Pulled a little bartender.
That was shaky off his gloves. Hits
You
the
know what that was?
crossbar.
Dude was
For me,
sleeping.
for me, was him being too casual. That was a Neuer mistake
I love-
versus an ability mistake.
Yeah,
I love
he's
that.
like,
was-
I got it, guys.
Yeah, it was like I got.
Man, he's having a little siesta back there. He was,
Exactly.
You know,
It was chill.
Madrista. Man, I was
time
laughing.
to
because
nap.
he-
Like, the
then he
weather
comes,
is
he's like, oh,
nice.
shit, I got it.
Yeah,
he's
he
just
didn't give a
high or
shit.
something,
he just
man.
Caught it. He's like, yep, I'm gonna just roll it here.
But we have to remember that West Brom, the defense. I mean, as much as we say,
Have to
United dominated,
Have to.
they didn't let you score. Out of 18 shots, there were 3 on net.
It's the first time that's ever
Bro,
happened.
how many people?
3 on target from
I sat
18
Macaulay.
shots. That's still.
I think everyone though, when you look
I
at the
did.
defense,
I did.
because everyone's thinking West Brom away, they're
Pack it
shit
in.
away. They're gonna pack it in.
at Old
They
Trafford.
concede. They
It's
con-
not just away.
especially at Old Trafford. You're like, all right, they're gonna concede even with no Ibra.
Yep.
At home,
They had to
you have to
concede.
play these guys when it comes to
Absolutely.
fantasy.
I was thinking 1-1. I thought they were going to
Thanks.
sneak
Is
one in.
that a shot at me, Tom? Appreciate it. Awesome.
Why?
Hey, I sat him too. I sat
No, I
Macaulay.
said Macaulay too, bro.
Everyone said
I said Macaulay and Foster.
Carisette and Yum. And
I played Courtois. Crystal Palace home.
I
Lost.
sat Foster.
Can't win in this game, dude. I cannot win.
That's pretty bad, dude.
What am I supposed
That
to
should
do?
have been an automatic
Leave the winning
clean
to me.
sheet. Man, United again, man.
second
Fucking
place, bro. Stop
dropping
these
fucking
balls.
Relax.
points.
In a week where City and Arsenal both drop points,
Come on,
we also
dude.
drop
And
points.
City.
Yeah.
I mean, Chelsea.
City and Arsenal and Chelsea. But
Chelsea,
Chelsea's
too.
out. No.
Yeah, but like just out of principle, like
Principle.
if you're fucking in a top 6 race and you're one of the 3 teams that win, that's for mentality. That's so awesome, man. But
But we have to
looks
remember
like
we
do
just
need
talked.
that grease, dude.
We just talked about Old Trafford.
I'm all for it.
Old Trafford and Stamford Bridge. 2 loss and a draw at 2 places that are basically fortresses. You don't grab points at those
Or-
places. Yeah.
Or it's not a fortress. United, I think, has won 8 of 15 games at home. The rest were
You guys
ties.
tie
So we don't lose
Yeah.
at home, but
Draw
like we
a
don't
shitload.
win either. You know what I mean? Like
Stamford
it's very
Bridge under
50-50.
Jose Mourinho was the last fortress.
Yeah, he didn't
Yeah.
lose for like 60-something home
Yeah,
games.
it was
like 2
silly.
years.
That was stupid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
his whole reign there, he didn't lose at home.
And I'm hoping he brings that to United, man.
No,
I
he
think-
left and came back to Chelsea, and he still hadn't lost at home.
Yeah.
That was the thing.
You know
It's
what?
crazy.
Yeah, it was a fortress.
I was just thinking, I think that's one thing that American sports don't understand because a lot of times that different sports, the people will have better away records than they do at home, or certain because I think
I think that's a broad
No,
brush
yeah,
be
stroke
careful what
there.
you say about my America, bro.
no, because
Don't be
it's,
talking about my
it's not,
America like
it's
that.
not as important as it is in this sport. I don't think because there's so much pride, and it's also in baseball where you have 5 pitchers where you always rely on your ace to get you a win to break you out of that streak. I feel like here with the home games, that's how they almost use it.
What about
no matter
what about
where we
the
are,
Patriots?
as long as we get
Tom
back.
Brady, what is he like 41? And
Oh, that's true.
2?
No, the Patriots ball.
In Foxborough.
Well, to be fair,
What about San Antonio Spurs basketball? They went on a crazy.
well, we're also
record
talking
where,
about
like,
2 teams that just don't lose in general.
Well, I'm just talking about 2 different
Fortresses. We're
American
talking
sports.
fortresses.
No, I'll give you that one. So yeah,
It's just a broad brush stroke
yeah.
right there. But I don't see what you're saying actually. No.
Okay.
I'm sorry, haters.
Who's got man of the match here?
I don't see it.
Should we even have one?
I'm going Macaulay or Evans.
I
Yeah,
get
I'm going both.
Johnny Evans.
I got Eric Bailly for being a beast, boxing everybody out.
Dubois.
Love him, bro. My favorite defense. If I was
Yeah.
6'2" and black from Africa, that'd be me, man. He plays like I play in my heart.
It's
You know,
very loose, very dangerous,
In your
very
dreams.
risky, but
That's
like
your heart.
always under control.
he's the man.
It's
Always
fucking scary,
no.
dude.
His face never breaks composure, man. Even he almost
your
had
heart,
a fight
you
with
go-
Did you see
Rondon.
Vidic come out the other day and he was like,
Saw
"Yeah,
that.
this guy could be world class."
Dude,
like,
you see
he's
the pieces,
boosting
man.
him up.
He
Yeah.
loves to tackle. He loves to get stuck
Body on
in.
the line.
But like,
I will
did you see that
sacrifice my
triple
nuts
team
for whatever.
where he was just like pulling the ball, shielding,
Yeah,
shielding,
that's what I'm talking
shielding,
about. And then he got,
shielding. Triple.
and then Rondon came after him because he's like, dude,
so weird, dude.
he's
That's
got it
a
all.
center back over there shielding
22.
the ball.
22.
Unbelievable. It looked like we got one, but I'll give it to Johnny Evans, man. Comes back home, gets a
Johnny
nice applause.
Home is where you make it.
Fletcher, thanks, Huss.
Yeah.
Never heard it. Fletcher comes in as well, does work, but yeah, Johnny Evans, clean sheet away, man. That's what you hope for when you're leaving Man United. You hope when you come back, you're not stuffed 6-0. You can at least get a tie. I think a win would have, personally hurt him a bit, but
I mean, that would have been amazing if Fletcher got that, though.
Would have sucked.
Oh, my God.
I would have thrown up.
you know what?
After saying he regretted, like, leaving United, for that type of thing.
I would have just stood up and applauded him, man. I mean, I love this guy. It would have hurt the club, but I know he wouldn't have celebrated. And I know deep down he would have been torn as well. Like, I have a contract with West Brom. I'm their captain.
Since he left United, he's played 83 consecutive games.
Dude, we should have never fucking got rid of him.
He played every game last season, every game since January when he left.
He would have been Carrick.
You don't believe in me?
Carrick would have been gone.
Carrick and Fletcher sitting next to each other, or Fletcher and Herrera.
Yeah, Schneiderlin purchase probably would have never happened.
Wouldn't have
never
to.
needed it.
He's played 83 times in a row. Hasn't taken a day off.
Dude, he came in and they made him captain. Just to give you an idea of the kind of leadership we lost when this dude left.
Consistency.
Come on, man. Yeah, and he'll never be, a world-class player or anything. But like you said, consistency. 7 out of 10 is what
he was the closest to Roy Keane we've ever had since.
I'm so
And
tired
that
of
was
Man United right now.
That was LVG that sold him, right?
Of course.
Yeah. So
Look, it was, but like he also wanted to go. It was that illness he had,
The ulceritis.
Yeah, where he lost a massive portion of his intestines, so they weren't sure what kind of career he's going to have. And at Man United, the standards are higher than West Brom. So it was a mixture of things. I don't think it was bad blood, like he sucks to get rid of him, but it was a drop ball either way. It's like the Pogba thing.
Also, last piece of United news. Hussey is saying he loves International Week. United lost.
Wait, no, I don't.
Didn't you say that in the beginning of the show?
No, I said for most occasions I do not like international, but for certain people like Coutinho, or people that need that time to break out of a rut.
Okay, thank you for clarifying.
Wow.
Yeah, we lost Chris Smalling and Phil Jones to international duty, so awesome. Love it. Keep it coming.
What else is new, Al? Fucking hell. Those two Glass boys, I'm almost done with them. My patience almost ran out. I love those two, but fucking hell.
I love Phil.
I feel like
Smalling
Phil Jones should be on. I feel like Phil Jones should take it after McCauley when McCauley leaves.
I'll take Smalling.
Phil Jones is a West Brom dude.
I feel like they should trade Phil Jones for Macaulay.
Never know.
Leicester 2. Stoke City.
Quickness?
Zip. Yeah, a little quickness.
Beep boop up.
Beep boop 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 boop.
Quick touch.
Bang. Ooh, that's good. Oh, you got some rhythm going on over there.
Man.
Great song. There you go, Al.
I thought you made that up on the spot.
No, I had it in my head,
You
dude.
definitely did. Bullshit.
Oh, relax.
Come on,
Leicester's back. So when you guys say it, you guys know everything.
Well, it's 3-on-1. Yeah, we're always right.
Yeah.
You know it.
It's always you
back.
guys. It's always me against the world over
Back
there.
again.
Fucking know it, Huss.
That's right.
You're a beast, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, okay, no,
Conte
indeed.
0.5.
Talking about goals of the week or goals of the month.
Season, maybe?
Ndidi has goal of the
Scorpions.
week. Goal of the week easily, man. That was like
It's a debate, though.
Benteke's in there.
Benteke versus Ndidi.
This was a roofer.
I don't know, dude.
Look,
Indeed,
I've always been a Steven Gerrard, Lampard kind of dude.
Slap it.
Fucking rock
Slap it.
Because to score a chip goal, you see those way more often than you see a goal coming in from 25 yards. You also look at the
Disagree
fucking
with that.
look at the statistics, dude. All the goals happen inside the fucking box.
Yeah, but a chip goal. You're talking about a ground pass, sure.
Chip goals?
Chip goal. We're not talking about Leo Messi here.
Over
'cause
30-yard
like
shots?
75%.
No.
Those chip goals.
But it's still a chip. A little dinky chip. You see that more often, right?
Nicholas
That's all I'm
Anelka.
saying.
That's all he did. Little chips.
Yeah, dude. Dinky
Little,
chips.
little dinks.
Oh, sexy as
Little
fuck.
hussies.
For me, I like the force of a rocket, dude. Just yam it in there. Hey, goalkeeper. Doesn't matter if I'm
don't
30
even
yards
lube it
out.
up. Jesus.
Just
No.
rapey, bro. Prison
Dry.
style, dude.
Dry.
Like we're in
Prison
here.
style?
Yeah,
Jesus.
dude. We are in here. I love it. Didi went prison style.
I love it.
We're in here.
Didi went prison style and Stoke.
Bro, this is vicious. Stoke, we all saw this coming. I mean, what's his name? Craig Shakespeare becomes
Shakes?
He
Go on,
joins a
Shakes.
select few of managers who've won their first 4 games after taking over. I believe Ancelotti's in there, Mourinho's in there.
Bob Bradley in there.
No Bob Bradley, unfortunately. A couple other top managers in there as well.
Do you think it was actually Ranieri or Shakespeare behind the scenes that led
Ranieri.
Leicester
Let's
to?
drop that.
No,
Let's drop that right away.
because
Nope.
let's say Shakespeare, who
Why are we
who was
going
there,
to- why are
who
we
was
doing these
there,
hypotheticals,
who was
man?
there before Ranieri, maybe just wanted the job, so he just stopped doing things.
How were they doing before Ranieri got there?
Boom.
Shakespeare was there, right?
Boom.
Shakespeare almost got
Well-
relegated, if that's your argument.
Well, they also got-
then Shakespeare saved
But
him.
then they went on this. They also went on that
This
run
is how
too.
I know it was Ranieri. All right, the pizza story. Remember when they were talking?
Oh, we get
about
pizza
it? They're
every
like, Yeah,
time.
we get pizza.
Homemade.
And then they got to the pizza shop and they're like, "Oh, where's our pizza?" He was like, "You have to make it yourself. You gotta mold the dough. You gotta roll the dough. You gotta put the sauce on
Team
there.
building.
You have to do it yourself." That kind of stuff. That's managerial talent right there, son. That's just inspiring your team.
Yeah, as a
I would've
manager,
loved to
guys,
go on the
don't get
trip. I
caught
love
up.
Pizza.
Don't get caught up with the tactics. Like, the tactics are important, but these guys, if you read a bit or do a little bit of research, you'll find that all the first team coaches are guys who run the sessions. The manager's just there to see who's doing well in the sessions. He's not there to make sure that, you're touching that cone, you're making that pass. He's there to assess who's ready for the game this weekend. And that's what Ranieri did brilliantly, man. He assessed these guys who's ready for the game. Okay, we need a little bit of team building experience. Let's go to a pizza shop. They think they're all getting cheese, pepperoni. No, we're gonna sit there, roll the dough, and build a team.
And
So
honestly, I believe Ranieri didn't even want Conte initially. Like
They were going after somebody
Yeah,
else.
they were going after someone else. He's like, why would I want Conte? He's undersized. He's tiny. Like, he's not gonna be able to.
Well, I
make
don't
it.
know about
So-
all that, but I know that they were going after somebody else.
No, they were saying that he preferred another option over Conte, and then someone I don't know if it was Shakespeare, if it was someone who really pressed him.
No,
Scouts.
it was a scout
The
who
scout.
got bought by Arsenal.
Yeah,
that dude
it
who
was
also signed
Ben
Mahrez.
Wigglesworth and
Yeah,
shit.
I think he signed Mahrez and Conte.
So someone really pressed him on that. But again, it's player selection, and when you're the main guy, it's identity, right? What's our identity? Are we a hardworking club? Are we a 4-4-2? Are we gonna sit back
Possession,
and counter?
tiki-taka.
Yeah. What's our identity? So it has to come on, man. It's obvious. It's Ranieri, bro. It's Ranieri. But for Craig Shakespeare,
No, I believe it's Ranieri. I just kind
Good
of
on
thrown
you.
out there to see what you guys thought.
good on you, Craig Shakespeare. I mean, this was a great record book kind of thing for him.
Yeah, it was
And-
good for a
yeah.
guy who served in the backroom staff, most of his career. He gets a shot at the spotlight, and now he gets to get himself in a record book. It's a nice little reward for someone who's done that hard work
He
without
actually-
the glory.
He became the first English manager to win his first 4 Premier League games. So he joined Goose Hiddink, Jose Mourinho, and Pep Guardiola, as well as Carlo
The first
Ancelotti.
Englishman. Let's knight this
First
dude,
Englishman, man.
Sir Craig Shakespeare,
Shakes.
standing right next to Sir Alex
I mean,
Ferguson.
for him, I think
No,
he
he's not.
basically
Because
just
Ferguson was not in there, and he's not English. He's Scottish.
No, I'm just saying
No,
knighted.
stop trying to find
No,
a
I'm
reason.
going knighted.
Yeah, I know you're trying to bring
Yeah,
up a
knighted.
reason for United.
I don't know, is it
no,
Sir
they have nothing
Wenger
to
or
do with
no?
this. It's Hiddink, Mourinho, Pep, and Ancelotti.
Let's knight this guy.
Nothing to do with United.
It's an English club. It's an
Alright,
English
well,
manager.
United's out of there.
Go ahead. Huss.
I forgot what it was.
This
No,
was- this was a
no,
long quick touch.
Whatever. I can't remember.
Fucking
after
Vardy's
that.
back. God damn it, Tom. Fantasy
captained
captain.
What a goal, by the way.
Should've
Nice
captained
goal,
them.
huh?
Beautiful sweeping volley. Cavani-esque.
Oh, if
We'll get
only
to
was
that in
on
a
your.
bit.
Was he in your team?
Hold the cowish.
Oh, he's in my team. Okay.
Damn, you actually really made me think about that for a second. I was like, wait, what?
Also, shout out to the guy cutting the grass at Leicester.
This guy's still
Yo.
after it. Still
Pitch
doing
was
it.
looking fucking
Yeah,
awesome.
Still doing it.
As a
Angle
man who cut
cuts.
grass for many years, I would do the same shit. I'd be like, I'm bored as fuck.
Right.
He's probably tipsy or something. I need to reinvent something. I need to have fun with this. But it's great to see, man. Like it's mint. It's a mint condition pitch. It's beautiful.
So nice.
Can't wait to see it in the Champions League quarterfinals. It's beautiful.
Hey, now. Forgot all about that, dude. Hull City 2, West Ham 1. Upset here. West Ham choking on a dude.
Dude, what's his name? I can't think of his name right now.
Well, why do you think?
Slaven Bilic, sorry.
Okay. Oh, okay.
While you think, give me, I gotta go lay down real quick. Slaven Bilic, man, people saying his job's been coming under fire for a lot of the season. A lot of it was due to injuries, but still, man, still slipping up. I know it was away from home, but Hull City, these are games you gotta take.
And the West Ham board has come out, though, and said, with all the controversy surrounding Bilic, we don't care. We're in support of him. We're behind Slaven Bilic all the way.
Heard that one
Is
before.
this the right decision?
Claudio.
For me,
Heard
for me
that
it
one
is.
before.
For me, it is because this team has actually. Well, they face a Hull team basically on the rise right now. They got the new manager and they start going on the rise. For me,
Also an
West
18th.
Ham.
They also
there was a
suck.
lot of distraction between Pyatt and the injuries. I think Bilic. I think he did a good enough job to keep the job.
Did a good enough
Look,
job to keep the job.
I
Bilic?
think, man.
Yeah.
No, not
I-
yet. Look, he
I
took a
think-
step backwards. The difference becomes now, is there anyone who you think is out there that can do a better job than Bilic?
I don't think so, but this season was a wash. The whole
That's-
Pyatt thing fucked up the whole first half of the season.
There was injuries,
Injuries.
at the start of the
That's-
season.
Ayew was out right
Even
away.
Pyatt wanted to leave because they were doing badly, right? It wasn't like beginning of the season, Pyatt, I want to leave. No. Yeah, there was some bids
But-
coming
but-
off the Euros.
But
Like,
they
is he gonna
struggled.
stay? Is
They
he gonna
struggled
go?
the first 3 months with. I think they had the most injured
Yeah, they
players
did.
in the season.
They
So
did.
yes, Pyatt was part of that struggle phase, but I think it was because they had guys like what's his name playing in the back line. Kuyate was playing center back.
And then
No
Antonio,
long time.
Antonio was there.
Antonio was
Yeah,
playing
right
right
back.
back.
And then Cresswell was hurt. I mean, we said IU already. Andy Carroll's always hurt. You got Pyatt on and off.
He was hurt in the first game, actually.
But
Knee.
Andy Carroll, man, he's
back,
scoring.
huh? He's black.
He's scoring, bro. Yeah.
Love it.
Dude, I got to shout out Aaron Cresswell. This guy can just whip
I
the
miss
ball
this guy,
in.
man. He was my fantasy boy last year.
Jesus Christ. He can whip a
Wait,
ball
what?
in.
And shout out to Ranocchia, former Inter Milan captain, getting the late goal. Beautiful glancing header, John Terry style,
It's
to win
nice.
the game.
Little
First
buzzer
goal
beater.
for the club.
Buzzer beater to stay
Yeah.
up in the EPL, dude. That's the mission right now for whole city Tigers.
It's Bueno, man. One team wins, one team loses.
But you have to remember
Next
with West Ham,
We don't have to remember shit.
the
Quick
last four matches that they lost was to Chelsea, which you can predict. Then they had Bournemouth, which that's an on
That should've been
on
a
and off.
draw.
Yeah, that's a 3-2 game, but it very well could have been a draw. But then they faced Leicester and Hull, two teams that have just been skyrocket the last month or so.
Sky rockets in flight. Afternoon delight.
So I mean, basically, it's not going to get any better because they have Arsenal,
Oh,
and then they're going to have another
afternoon delight.
Next
game. Whatever.
Watford
That's enough.
No against Sunderland.
Found a way to shut him down.
Whatever.
Oh, that's the greatest scene in movie history. Dude just bust out into song.
How's it feel, Ron?
Fucking die. I haven't seen that scene in so long. Oh.
I love Lamp.
Watford 1, Sunderland 0. Boring ass game here. Where you at, Defoe?
Sunday
Dude, I was
going
thinking of
down.
picking him up too. Scored during the international break. I'm like, this dude's feeling the flow. About to put the team on his back, dude. Not gonna
yet.
do it.
Not yet.
Not gonna
Not
do
yet.
it.
He does play good against teams like this. Plays well
Good
against
well.
teams like this. But I didn't trust him right now. I
Yeah,
don't
no, I
trust
didn't pick him up
currently.
either.
And I thought, honestly, I didn't know who was gonna win this game, so I just chucked it up to a draw. It's one of those type of games, man.
Watford carrying me through in the predictions, baby. Had a feeling. The Elks, come on, boys.
It's a great goal by Capu.
Capu.
Kapoo.
Yeah,
Huh?
not a goddamn thing. No goals from
I
him.
was gonna say.
Bro.
You still have him? No.
He hasn't.
Nah, I dumped
I was
him
gonna
a
say,
long time.
yeah,
Farid-
yeah,
Pissed
Farid
off.
still has him.
has him. Like, come on, buddy.
Farid's still
He was,
jocking Capu.
he was
5
making
goals.
jokes midweek. He's like, "What do you want? You want a PSC guy in the 30s? Well, dude, if you have Capu, I mean, he's been Capu for the last 4 months, 5 months. I
I think he was Capu when he was born.
What?
Did you say Capu the last
Yeah.
5 months?
Yeah, he's Capu.
See what
That's
you
how.
did there.
That's how he's been fantasy wise. But come on, Farid, get your act together.
Yeah, this
Sell that dude. I don't care how you can buy Tom Davies for that price.
good to see Okaka back though.
Hitting
Stefan
the woodwork in this game too. But as we said before, Sunderland struggling 20th place.
It's a wrap, huh?
Well, they have a game in hand with the 17, a few teams, but they're 8 points off safety. 8 games left to play.
Come on, dude. Unless they pull some weird Leicester shit.
Harry Houdini shit.
Remember Leicester, 2 seasons ago? Like,
They won 9 games in a row, 9 games out of like 11.
yeah,
to
something
stay up.
stupid to stay up.
But and then Watford 12th place. I mean,
Which
dude,
is
it's
like
crazy, man.
halfway.
From 9th place to 15th, even 16th is only it's a 3 point or 5 point difference.
Yeah,
it's
basically-
tight in the middle of the table.
Basically, the league is always tiered. Once we get to this point, so you have the upper tier, which is, usually guys battling for either the Prem or top 4. And then you get your middle tier, those teams where, like, every weekend when you're doing predictions or gambling, you just don't fucking know.
Yeah,
you
man.
just don't know. They're middle of the road. They're safe.
They're just one of those teams, honestly, who made the right decision to get rid of their manager, Quique Sanchez Flores. And I think that, again, similar to West Ham, this season's a wash. Regroup till next year. See if you can add on.
Yeah, and there's plenty of money, so you don't necessarily have to add on world-class players, but
Just
you can go
survive.
to Real Sociedad and pick up a center back. If
But
you
with
want.
Swansea, they do sort of have.
Sunderland or Swansea?
Sorry, Sunderland. They have maybe the ability to get back out of relegation zone because they do face Middlesbrough, Hull, and Swansea. Problem is that they also face Chelsea, Arsenal, United.
But what's Moyes doing, starting Darren Gibson over Didier Ndong? Am I missing something here? Like, Ndong's been a really good player for Sunderland, and he scored that banger on his return from the AFCON. Now, I'm not sure, maybe he's a little banged up. I could be off, but to me, Ndong and Jermaine Defoe should be automatic starters. Looked like he came in as a substitute, and I just don't like that. I don't like that decision right there. So I think David Moyes, man, he's in a lot of trouble too.
Now,
What
your
about-
boy, I was going to say your boy Yanazad, is he
I was gonna say, what
Re-
about my boy?
He
had a pretty good game,
really?
bro.
I was literally gonna be like, Yanazai. Let's bring that up. I saw him bodying up on
He had
some
a pretty
pools.
good
This
game.
dude's been bench pressing, squatting, working on that core, holding people up.
Got the baby face, but
Yeah, he does.
But
He's
at the
6
same-
feet tall though, so he has a frame. He's
At the
always had a
same
frame.
time, though, he's on loan right now, so is he still going to be on United next year? Or is he finally going to be sold?
Probably
I don't know if it. Yeah, I mean, I'd lean sold, but like maybe another loan spell. Maybe
Do you think there's
bench.
a chance that he could play for United?
I
all
think
about
there's a
the
chance.
preseason.
Yeah,
I don't
What kind of
see this
preseason you
I
any
don't
have?
see.
chance.
I don't see him as a starter, Huss. If you're
I don't see
asking
him
me
as
if he's a
even-
starter,
Reserves, maybe.
no. But look who was on the bench for United this weekend. We had 3 reserve players.
But that's
on the
with
bench.
4 people out, and then that's
Thank
also.
you. So that's why Januzaj
but
comes into
that's
play.
also before the summer signings that Jose's going to bring in as well.
Yeah, but those summer signings are probably going to replace like starting kind of guys. He's not going to buy guys.
Yeah, so
for the
Rashford,
bench.
Lingard, Martial will probably be on the bench.
That's
and
fine.
and
So
Yanazai
will
does not
Januzaj.
belong in that bench with those guys.
preseason. It's all about the preseason and his growth. He's actually playing this year. Let's see how he does when he gets amongst those players.
And he's silky, dude. He's got that silky it factor. Can he put Man United on his back and win a game? Who the fuck knows? Rashford did it, so like, I don't know. I personally, if I was a betting man, I'd say no. But I've seen the development this year. Is he where, I'm excited to see him back at United? He should start, yada yada. No, not necessarily. But I'm curious to see what another year on loan will do for him.
Could be a squad player.
He could be.
You never know.
Yeah, dude. I
could be a
mean,
squad
I
player.
love squad players. Johnny O'Shea, dude. Wes Brown. Like, let's not pretend like these dudes were studs or upcoming. Like they had all kinds of problems. Sometimes you just need a C+ player.
He plays like a B+.
B minus.
Yeah, who has a
plays
B-
like a B plus exactly.
Yeah, who plays a B+ game every once in a while, gets that goal. But yeah, man, I think I'm not.
Chips Lehman.
I don't want to sell him.
Highbury.
I don't want to sell him.
Johnny O'Shea.
I remember
But
that.
I wonder if he's
No.
just going to be
Nope.
that type of player, like a DFA who proves himself that Barcelona's actually even looking at bringing him back.
Yeah, it's possible, man. It's possible.
Well, I know
maybe
DFA was
he-
not on loan, but at
Yeah.
the same time, it's a buyback
Look,
clause.
maybe Januzaj's better served going in another league, La Liga, Serie A,
He
France.
tried Germany,
I was
wasn't
thinking-
having it.
Yeah,
but
it's too.
it really-
Dortmund was not
it's
having
too
it.
athletic.
It really comes
Enough
down
of the
between
Januzaj, bro.
Yanazai is basically Affalay for Stoke or De La Feu. Where are you going to be, bro? Are you going to be brought back maybe, or are you going to get stuck on Stoke?
Who
That
knows?
type of thing.
Delafoe's on loan though at Milan.
No, De La Feu?
Yeah, he's on loan.
I thought he was bought, and then there's a buyback clause.
No, that's not
He's
loan.
on loan.
Oh, my
Your
bad.
favorite.
There might be a buyback with Barcelona and Everton, but right now. It's
Oh,
Everton.
okay. My fault.
Might
Yeah,
be,
I
I don't know.
forgot.
I
I
haven't
forgot
looked
he
at
was
his
on
contract.
Everton because
Yeah.
Everton got crushed this weekend.
Swansea 0, Middlesbrough 0, Southampton 0.
That's for
Burnley
you, Dylan.
0.
The
We're
double
doing those-
touch.
We're doing those at the same time. Yeah, double touch. 0-0s.
Double touch.
Come on, guys.
Double tap.
And this wasn't a good 0-0. It's not like posts were being hit and saves were being made. It was just well balanced. 4 teams going at it. No results really.
Swansea.
Southampton dropping the ball though.
Oh my god.
If
dude.
they had money, maybe they make a little
But
noise. Huh?
Gabby was out too, so
yeah,
Gabbiadini.
That hurt. That
That-
definitely hurt.
uh,
Dude,
more than
Bournemouth
hurt.
was all over Southampton though. At a certain point in time in this game, Bournemouth was all over them. Their away team. Was there a penalty kick in this game? Yeah, there was a penalty kick in this game. Arthur completely
Oh, my
opens his
God.
hips up. This is why I hate when you open your hips up.
Yeah.
Harry Arthur, there. It's funny because the commentator right before he takes it, he's like, he was bought at £5,000 on like a non-league side, and as soon as he
That
missed it, I was like, yep,
jinx it.
he was
that's
worth less.
That's 3 penalty takers. 3 different penalty takers in the last 3 because you had King that missed, then
Afobe.
then you had Afobe that missed, and then you have Arthur. Who's gonna score? Pew. Put Pew in there.
Give it a
Give it
young
to
Jack.
Wilshire.
Look,
Give
give it
it-
a young
give it to
Jack.
Jackie boys.
To his defense.
Let Borak just take a goal kick at the penalty marker.
The ground came up
Borak.
under him. You know what I mean? Like he was
Borak.
taking that PK, he missed it. Borak.
Baraka?
Oh, it's a Barack Obama.
Don't
But-
open up those hips. I hate when you open up. This was no stutter. This was just straight. I'm gonna run up and smash it. It
And-
can happen to the best of us.
and your
man.
boy
Fucking
there,
stutter
your
or not.
boy Jackie boy,
Yeah.
Wilshere.
What about him?
If he can't start for Bournemouth, could he start for Arsenal?
Ah, man,
Definitely.
He was starting for Bournemouth. And
If
he
Ozil's
just-
out,
he's
does
coming
Jack
back.
come back? And is that his?
He's not a
Is
number
that
10.
his?
Jack's not a number 10. He can play number 10. He loves to get stuck in a little bit too much. He's a number 8, box-to-box type of guy. If Aaron Ramsey, if he's having a shitter, then Jack is the perfect guy to go back in there for him. He can be creative. He can get stuck in. But, again, Jack Wilshere in this game he had a good game. Jack was up and down, man.
But
he was
the part
creating a
is
lot.
that he didn't start though. So I don't see him being happy coming on at the 70th minute. Where if he was starting every game and performing, kind of like how cleverly he's doing.
Remember
for
when
certain-
Bournemouth went on that run and Stanislas was in there and, Charlie
Yeah.
Daniels was getting...
But
Jack
what,
was part of that.
What I'm saying is Jack happy enough to be bought by Bournemouth, or does he's dead set in his mind that he only wants to go back to Arsenal?
Jack might go to Man City because Pep Guardiola loves his game.
dick, yeah.
So
Jesus Christ.
dude, Wilshere could end up honestly anywhere in the EPL because his talent mandates that. His consistency. and his-
You go to Everton. You
and
can go
it-
anywhere.
yeah,
It
his
doesn't
track
matter.
It's
record,
just a
his
Sturridge
injury
thing,
track
but
Go to
yeah.
record
Spurs.
doesn't.
Who gives a shit? But the other game, Victor Valdez having a game, getting Tiki a whole bunch of points. Rudy Gestede missing a fucking sitter in the 90th minute. Or
That was great.
close to the 90th. Beautiful outside the boot stroll right to his face.
That was nice, huh?
And he closes his eyes at the last second, puts it wide. But he could have won.
And
Dude,
let's-
Middlesbrough need these points, bro. This is like that. Those are the moments they need to
Just
capitalize
can't score,
on.
man.
And literally, he was the top heading goal scorer last season. When at the start of the season when Antonio was Mikel Antonio
wow.
was on that run. Gusted was doing that last season in the championship as well. So headers for him are bread and butter. So that miss is massive. I feel a little bad for him. The commentator, everyone in the world calling him out like.
Oh, how did he miss that?
Yeah, man, we've seen
Take away
Rudy
his
miss
wages.
him, right? We've seen Costa miss him. Like he did miss it. It
It
is
was
kind of
bad.
couch, but it was with his head, guys.
That was bad.
I've seen guys miss from inside the 6 with their
That's
feet.
number 9. That's 9. Finished with the head on the Hussey scale.
Boom. That's why he missed it. Rest of the world, real quick. Monaco 1, PSG 4.
Oh my
French
God.
League Cup here. PSG showing that, hey, man, your kids are cute and shit, but they ain't no Di Maria.
we got some men.
They ain't no Cavani.
We got some men. And look, this game was about 3 players on PSG. Angel Di Maria,
Weird he started.
Marco Verratti, and Edison El Matador Cavani, bro. These guys were just tormenting them.
Yeah,
Di
it was
Maria
bad.
was on fire from the start. Verratti with a nice little outside cross to Cavani, who honestly, as a commentator was saying, Cavani scores the difficult ones and misses the easy
Oh,
ones.
all
That's
the time,
always
dude.
been his
All the
critique.
time.
The easy
crazy.
sitter, he needs 3 of those to score one.
Yeah.
The tap in. But if you need him to score a bicycle from 40 yards out with his back to goal while blindfolded,
He can do that.
bang him in 10
Yeah.
out of
2
10.
in a row, yeah.
10 out of 10, no problem.
Bro, Di Maria had a
That
cross
volley
to him.
goal, yeah.
He had a cross to him, and he tried to take it with his left foot instead of using the inside of his right foot. Misses it wide.
But
Misses it wide.
when Di Maria gives him that 4th goal, or the goal when Cavani scores that 4th goal, that volley is a
Verratti,
difficult
yeah.
technique, man, because he
Hell
puts
yeah.
power through it, he puts
He
his
keeps
laces
it
through
low,
it,
too.
keeps it low, but always rising, so it's impossible to save.
And then
drives me
his
nuts.
the last goal, the left-footed one where
That's
he hit
what
the
I'm
cross.
saying. Yeah, yeah.
Oh my God, that was ridiculous.
It was crazy technique, but you're going to miss a sitter.
Dude, Mbappé, Lotin, this guy, man, such a menace. But I was very impressed with how Verratti, like, there were times where he's exposed one-on-one against them, but Verratti stood up, didn't get
Dude,
burned.
Verratti is who's he linked with? Barcelona right now. Like,
He's on that level.
he's
He's on that level. He's
scary.
ready.
It's been a while since we had an Italian center mid come through. Huh?
Yeah. It was
Since what? De
Pirlo.
Rossi, Pirlo.
Yeah.
Well, De Rossi came after Pirlo, so De Rossi made a little bit of noise.
But he just never
Like,
moved.
Yeah, he just
Never
like
moved.
all Italians, or not all Italians, most
Most,
Italians.
yeah.
They stay loyal to their
Man,
league.
Draxler, bro. You still missing on that, Tom?
I am,
You
bro.
You still,
My
you still
bad,
feeling sore
Julian.
about that?
No, I'm not, man. I'm happy for him because I like him as a player. And honestly, he had scored in all different competitions for PSG
Except
except for this. So he scores in his French debut essentially in the final,
I'm telling you, man, this guy's on Arsenal. It's a different team.
and he gets an assist.
Look, I don't know.
I'm not saying they're going to win every single game, but just like what he brings to the team.
Yeah, look, if he's on any team, this guy's special. There's no debate. Whether Arsenal needed him is a different debate.
We win
I don't
3-2.
think so. I don't
It's not
think
2-2
so.
against City. It's 3-2.
I don't think so, man. Not until you address Mustafi pulling, Koscielny not covering,
That's
Bayern
right.
inside.
Concede 2 goals. Get a third one.
Alex Coyle.
That, you know what that sounds like? The Liverpool method. That sounds like the
Huss
Liverpool
method.
method.
Sounds like
bud.
Huss logic.
Hey, let's stack up our offense. All we got to do is fucking score.
I'm not
No
saying
way.
that's all we have to do. I'm just saying he's a +1. Yeah, you going to RSVPing? He's your +1. You
Could
got
be a
that
pl-
+1.
Could be a +3 and a well-balanced team. But yes, Arsenal would improve with Draxler, no doubt.
Yo, shout out to Kimpembe, bro, playing
Beast,
alongside
man.
Thiago Silva.
East.
If he played against Barcelona, I maintain they would have went through, bro. I do.
That's a good shot, man. Especially watching him against that first game, 4-0 when PSG won that first leg in
He
the
was
Champions League.
outstanding in that game.
Messi 1-on-1, what are you talking about, bro? Get that shit out of here. Stuff him.
Kimpembe is absolutely nasty.
He's a monster.
He's worth it.
So
And
would you forget about Van Dijk and go for that guy instead?
no,
about
no.
that.
Van
Van
Dijk
Dijk
is
is-
ready right now.
He's wearing a
today.
cape.
And this guy's not
He
going
wears a
against
cape every
Barcelona
game.
in
He's gonna
Champions
take
League.
time. He
Nah,
needs,
he had a
he
good
needs a
game.
Thiago next to. He needs another guy who's a leader who can
He's a
organize the
Koscielny.
defense.
He's
He
a
can.
Koscielny next
Yeah.
to him.
Even Koscielny would
That's what I'm
definitely
saying.
help him.
Compare
which
him
is-
to Koscielny.
So basically, what you're saying is that Liverpool should just get the money to buy both.
Yes.
Essentially, bro.
Yes.
You
Oh
guys-
my
God.
God,
man.
balls.
Yes.
Yo, but I mean, speaking of Thiago, real quick, then we could get over this game. Bernard Mendy just roasted him with like a perfect touch. It was like such a great first touch to the inside, turn him inside out, and this is when I could tell, Thiago's age was showing. He pulled up, I think he pulled a hammy or something, and pulled a calf. He just got roasted so bad, but he showed toughness. Captain didn't step off the field. He ended up coming back on and finishing the game. So
Love it. Benfica ties 1-1 to Porto. For you guys interested in the Portuguese La Liga,
Liga Nos.
we try to touch on the big games, the big matchups. This was a big one for Portugal, but ends in a stalemate. And currently, as we record this, we got Napoli holding Juve 1-1. Napoli's at home in that one, so
We got Rafael Nadal, Roger Federer playing.
Roger Federer. Love that
Cool.
dude.
Quick shout out to the MLS and Bastian Schweinsteiger looking to win World Cups in the MLS.
Oh my God! Did you hear the reporter?
America.
I heard the report. I've had people from Canada
My
send
God.
me clips of that I played football with.
This guy needs to be punched
They
in
go,
the face.
typical America. You gotta take it, man. It's,
And
it's
England-
Ameri- he said it
England's been
twice.
having
He said the
the-
World Cup twice.
Here's
In
my
America?
question, dude.
No, you don't.
How are we-
You don't know what's going on.
No, what?
Hold on.
Please
we'll break
explain.
it down.
so-
But how are we in this room recording this podcast and this motherfucker's giving a
That's what I'm
press
saying,
pass?
man. He's getting
Seriously.
Give
paid
us
to
a
get
press
in there.
pass. Go ahead, Huss.
Well,
Break it
basically,
down.
he goes to Schweinsteiger. And now that Bastian, I forget how he said it, but he's like, now that you're here, do you think Chicago Fire could win the World Cup?
Wait, what?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I swear to
Yeah,
God.
bro.
They
We're
win
not-
the World Cup.
you know,
Not even like.
Bastian's reaction.
What?
He's like,
Not
he's
Champions
like,
Wait, I don't.
He's like,
he's like,
Hitler? He's
I don't.
like,
I don't.
translation?
I don't understand.
He's like, World Cup.
He's-
And then the guy coming in.
The moderator.
He has
he's
him again?
We'll switch it. We'll
I'll
switch it
rephrase
over.
it, I'll
Yeah,
rephrase
we'll
it.
switch it over to MLS Cup.
Idiot.
No,
like-
he said World Cup again. Like the
Idiot.
guy,
Well,
didn't,
well,
the
the
guy
guy's
didn't,
like,
the
yeah,
guy
you
didn't know he
can't-
messed up. But Bastian speaks perfect English. It's not like his ears are fucked up.
Well, that guy's like, we don't actually. This club doesn't contend in participate in the World Cup. But let's switch it over to MLS Cup.
yeah.
But
That
he's
was
just
great.
like all
That's so
time, just like,
disappointing.
come on. Like,
so
unless it-
disrespectful to the sport.
Yeah, you
It's
know what?
so
Maybe a
This
month
guy
from
won the
now-
World Cup.
Hey, LeBron, how do you feel about hitting those last two PKs at the
Yeah.
end of the
For
game?
the World, Se- for
Now
the World,
that
Se-
you-
for the
now-
World Series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that you're with the
It's the same
Cleveland Cavaliers,
sport.
do you think you'll be able to win the Olympic medals? It's
That's
like
ridiculous.
what?
But
the
I bring him up because he scores a goal on the Chicago Fire debut.
Love it.
Great header.
What a debut.
Debut.
When we're arguing with someone like, oh
That's
yeah, I think again I'm gonna call out Wayno, bro. He's like, oh yeah, he's gonna sit further back deeper and
Call
he's
him
gonna,
out. Text
bro,
him,
what
bro.
are you talking about? This is Bastian. He's a
And
legend.
this is MLS.
It's MLS.
Let's
He's a-
not act like he's going to be sitting deep doing the
What are you
engine
talking
room
about?
work.
Do whatever
No.
he wants.
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
Be the Frank Lampard. Hang out up top.
Dude,
I
we're talking right now, basically planning a little PFC outing, MLS outing. We got Chicago Fire coming to New England to play the Revs in June. So we're looking at getting tickets for those. If you guys are interested in
Come on
watching
out.
the game with us, let us
Come
know.
with.
That'd be
Hit us up
awesome. Oh,
on the
come
email.
with. That'd be cool.
Yeah, man, we'll meet you guys there. Don't really want you to know where I live.
Yeah,
Go to
right.
Hussey's house. We'll meet you there.
Yeah,
We'll
let's all meet at Hussey's.
Yeah.
I don't do anything.
555.
555 School Street.
Well, actually, don't say that because someone's actually going to go to that. No, you're supposed to say 555 for our phone number, not an address.
All right.
Because it actually is a
man, I'm
555
South
School
African,
Street.
bro. My bad.
Why'd you say 555?
He's all frazzled now.
He's excited. He knows he's hosting
But you know,
a
I'm
party.
just glad that he came over to the MLS because even though he looks old, he's still pretty young for the MLS. It's not like China with.
He's 32.
I know, but it's
he
not like
looks
China
like
where
shit.
they can buy, 27-year-olds for millions and millions of dollars. For this MLS, huge upgrade for him to be in the league. Even though it's not with the Revs, I'm really happy that he's in the league in general.
I'm really not happy how Man United treated him. Such a shame.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did you
Jose came
read
out.
his,
and-
did you listen to Jose's?
Regretted it and
Yeah, that's
showed some
dope, man.
remorse.
You know what? That's dope. I like that because the whole time I was saying as well, I'm not happy with how my club treated him or Valdez, to be honest. It's embarrassing to
Well, that
bring
was
in legends
LVG.
like that. Still, like, it's my club, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so that guy's working for my club. That's cool. But, like, legends, when it comes to legends, it's one thing to send some bum.
Sounds like
To the
Jose
reserves,
almost
man.
cried.
It's a
Like he
legend.
almost
Yeah.
cried at the mistake.
And he was,
made.
yeah, because there's 9 games in April. He even said, he was like, man, we got so many games coming up. We could have used him. He's a great locker room guy as well.
But fucked up once. Not gonna
But
do it
he
again.
could've-
But to his point,
He
it
could have
was
played against West Brom.
Could have, absolutely.
Definitely played.
Could have. To his point, though, it wasn't personal like we had, not stipulated, but like alluded to a little bit. It was just mainly Basti was hurt when Jose came in, and Basti was getting treatment away from the club, not with club physios. So Jose saw that as more of a statement on his dedication to the team. You know, if you're on Man United, like the best doctors are
Unless
going to be working through Man United.
that I don't fully believe because if Schweinsteiger is with Germany,
No.
maybe he has a connection to American doctors. Maybe at Harvard. You never know.
Look,
but, like,
that's fine. That's fine. When Nasri got treated, all you got to do is tell your club, like, hey, club, getting
I'm sure
treated
they
by
had
this guy in the
discussion
club.
about it.
Look, Jose's point, he
I'm
was
sure he didn't
getting
just
treatment.
leaving a note
No, I don't think he
with
left
a
leaving
bag
a
filled
note.
with a teddy bear and a toy.
No,
Like, I'm sure
definitely
that.
not.
We relax.
Yeah, dude, I don't
Yeah.
know why you're getting hot over Jose. He basically
No,
said, look, the guy was getting treatment away from the club. To me, I had a lot of decisions to make. We had a full squad. We had a big squad. So the one guy who didn't seem like a team player, I cut him. But I regret it. I made a mistake. So he's saying basically, yes, he made a mistake, but it wasn't a personal mistake. He made a wrong judgment call. That's all. Like, for a guy who comes out and says that, I can forgive him, man. We all make judgment calls. Sometimes they pan out. Sometimes they don't. It happens, man. But yeah, I'm not very happy with that.
But I mean, like from man to man, yeah, I'm sure they can be forgiven. But if you're an older type of player, like Schweinsteiger, do you go to United with Jose there? Are you even interested, or are
I
you
think
going to
that
be
helps.
considered to be?
I think that helps my club, man. We don't want your old folks.
Not
If
old
you're an
folks,
older
but I mean,
player, probably not. United's probably not the place. But you look at Zlatan. He's fucking 34. He's getting
dude's
treated like a
different.
king. So
And
as
Teddy,
long as he's
Teddy
performing.
Sheringham came through.
Ballack,
at an
Ballack went to
older
Chelsea.
age.
Schweinsteiger went to United. So it's like that type of thing. Like these type of players do go to bigger clubs.
Yeah.
Now, even if they could help the club, do they even go to United now? Thinking they treated him that way, do I even go to them?
I'll tell you what, it's going to affect German legends. 100%.
Yeah.
It's going to affect German legends.
Well, what about Cruz? If he's done with United, I mean, for Madrid, does he go to United?
Well,
we
here's
don't
the-
want
he-
that.
He
That's
doesn't
the
have the
thing,
tie.
too.
He has the tie to Bayern, yes, but like he left Bayern kind of on a sour note too. So
And he's not a legend. Cruz is a hell of a player. He's no ambassador of football. Dude, Ballack, Cruz,
he's not
Schweinsteiger.
a
I
legend
agree.
yet. Now,
Yeah,
he's a World
but
Cup
in a couple
winner.
of years,
You know
he will
why?
be.
He needs.
You know
more
why
time
he's not
to
a
become
legend? Because he didn't win in his own country like Basti and Ballack did. They all did it domestically and then went out into
Yeah, but
the
with
world.
Bayern
So that's
Munich,
why
which
they're
is
always German
You
legends.
lay on your back. They can play 10 men
We're
and
not,
win.
we're not debating abilities. Very different conversation. Abilities. Cruz versus Basti
I just
versus
think
Ballack.
It's
You know
hard
what
to
I'm
win
saying?
in
As
Spain
far as
than
the
it is
German
Germany.
FA.
Even if he did it in Germany, he wouldn't be a legend yet. There's more time.
But there'd be
for
more of a
Cruz.
push. Like Schürrle is going to be a bit of a German legend, I feel. I think he
Legend?
is.
Whoa, slow
No,
down.
no. As far as the FA,
I don't know.
like, do they put him as an ambassador? Like Ballack right now is a German FA ambassador. I
Should
think
be.
Basti will be. I think all these guys who serve
Lam.
Muller will be.
Lam, I think, could be a great
100%.
coach.
But we're talking
Lam,
about former
definitely.
captains with Balak and Lam and
Basti.
Even
Basti,
Muller, people
but-
love Thomas Muller.
But Thomas Muller, but the Schürrle one was interesting.
Yeah, I like him. And Germany's always liked him.
You know, he's
Germany-
won a World
and
Cup.
he- and he
He
came back
provided
home.
the assist for the World Cup final.
And he came back home. Like, I think the German FA
And
has
he
respect
Schürrles.
for this guy.
And he Schürrles.
Well,
And he
for the
Verbs
girls.
as well.
Forget about Cruz, but what about Mueller? We talked. I mean, Al's
Alright.
talked about it. Like, does he go to
Too
United
many
now?
holes right now.
Yeah,
No,
let me
who cares
just
about
jump
it?
into this.
Oh wow.
Arsenal
care about
update.
Muller.
Arsenal
Doesn't score
update.
anymore.
Wenger
Wow,
alert.
stop, Al.
Wenger
Wow.
alert.
He'll be back.
Arsenal CEO
Not United.
Ivan Gazidis has essentially told supporters that there hasn't been a decision made on Arsene Wenger yet, but he said that the team's current slump would be a catalyst for change. So that's the new quote: "catalyst for change."
What,
Does that
change his
mean-
socks?
So
Like,
that's
are
what-
they gonna change
that's-
the badge?
That's
Like-
what Wenger out fans are holding on to as it currently stands. We know Sir Chips Keswick
They might have to
came out
change
and
the
said there'll be
location if they keep
a
him.
mutual and communicated decision, and it will be done at the right time. So we're still up in the air about Wenger. We'll see where this goes, but I'm sure Arsenal
Well,
Fan TV is popping.
I think this is a response to a protest truck that Arsenal fans rented.
Before
that-
the City game,
Yeah, it basically is a massive like advertising board on the truck, and it reads, "Arsene is accountable to the fans." This is a quote by Ivan Gazidis, actually, just to give you guys a little background. Arsene is accountable to the fans. They ultimately make the judgment. You are seeing the relationship between the fans and the manager break down over time. That is unsustainable.
He said that in 2011.
So for him to come out today and make a statement, I think all this Arsenal fan TV shit of them calling out their manager is working, man. Because
It is.
Gazidis probably saw this quote. It was on TV if you guys watched the game. So most of the world saw this quote. This dude is looking like a guy who goes, not back on his word, but like who doesn't practice what he preaches. So it looks like he
following
came
through.
out today and was like,
But at the
yeah, I
same
got to address this quote.
At the same time, though, that's 2011. That's 5 more years, or sorry, 6 more years of Arsene getting top 4. I know we always make fun of top 4 because it's not getting through Champions League, but still huge for money, huge for
But the
bringing
de-
in Ozil and Sanchez.
But the debate here isn't the money. The debate here is strictly about the relationship between the fans
But
and
if
the manager.
Arsene, I mean, it's one of those
If
things
that's
when
a
you
fan
look
has
at when,
if the fans
deteriorated.
hate the club, they stop coming. So whether you're winning and all that shit, that's cool.
if you're
you
winning,
lose-
if you're
you
winning,
lose-
they don't hate the manager.
No, not at all.
Yes,
but-
that's fine.
but
That's
at the
fine.
same
But we're
time-
not winning titles. Yeah,
And you're not winning games.
Even,
you haven't
even
won
if you're not
5
winning
games.
titles, if you get to the quarterfinals of the Champions League, I still think that people are
But we have
satisfied.
7.
But I know that.
People are
Let me
satisfied.
let you finish.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh crap! I lost.
Well,
my place a
people
little bit.
people are satisfied
No,
when you
well, I
find
was-
your
I was-
spot. When you find your spot, interrupt me. Feel no problem doing that. Even though people are frustrated, man, like it's just different. There's been a quiet noise at Arsenal
It's toxic.
about them not winning top four. But where my beef is the disrespect shown to this man. He hasn't finished below 4th since 1995. You show me an NBA manager who's done that. You show me NFL, maybe Belichick. You could argue.
No, because he missed the playoffs a couple times.
Yeah, but no, we're talking like top 4 finish, like top. The Patriots are always in the debate.
No, they missed playoffs a couple times
Yeah,
with
twice,
Belichick
but
there.
they still-
But how many
but they were
times?
in
How
the-
many times has Arsene missed top 4?
But we're
what I'm
comparing
saying.
football
Yeah,
and
yeah,
soccer, which is
football-
completely different.
yeah.
But both
All I'm
times they
saying
lost,
is
they
they're
had,
always
they
in
had
the
double-digit
debate.
wins. So it's
Yeah.
not like they had a bad season. They had
Yeah.
10 wins.
They-
Yeah, all I'm
didn't
saying is
But they
that
didn't win the division every time.
yeah, but Arsenal did. We're not debating
Yeah.
whether
Well,
Arsenal
I know
wins.
that.
What I'm saying is basically top 4 in EPL means you're in the debate. You're a relevant top club. Winning is a different debate altogether. So the reason I use the Patriots is that they're always in the debate. Whether they miss playoffs or make them, Patriots are always a fucking tough team to play. They always show up. I think Arsenal has been that team without the Super Bowl
But-
win.
and
Yeah,
Here's my
but
thing.
that's
The-
also
the-
that's a
when
league
people-
split in half. Arsene has not missed. Let's say the NFL analogy. He has not missed the conference finals or the
There's no-
AFC
there's no-
Championship
there's no
much
yet.
on that now.
no
Yeah,
comparison.
too
No,
much
but
on that now.
that's 2 and 2. That's the
You can't
that's the
compare
4
that
best
team.
teams.
You can't
That's how
compare
good he's been doing in the EPL. Where
Yeah, but
with,
you're not winning.
But at the
That's
same
my thing.
time,
You're not winning.
If that happened in 2000, you don't know. It gets down to the fact that
do
you
know,
don't
'cause
know
I've been-
who is going to come in. You might miss out on Champions League. You might not have Alexis Sanchez.
And that's
right now.
the Wenger in people who are fucking
Yeah.
scared. You're scared.
No, it's not about being scared, but I don't know who was available in 2011.
You're concerned. You're concerned because you don't know what the future presents. You're scared. I know what we have now, yeah, and it's consistent mediocrity. I don't see myself as a mediocre person. That's not where my expectations are for this club. I don't see Arsenal as mediocre.
It's not a
I see us
mid-table
as
club.
above and beyond greatness. Yeah, you don't go undefeated in a season and then all of a sudden you step down to these mediocre expectations. Top 4 is enough. No, bro. And for those out there who want to say, yeah, the two factions are split in half. No, man, that's not necessarily true because Gazidis was presented with a survey by the Arsenal Supporters Trust showing that 78% of the respondents think that Wenger should be out. And that they shouldn't. Now that could definitely be slanted.
No. In full disclosure, that survey was 1,000 people.
Yeah.
So like,
But again, it was the Supporters Trust, so it was a specific
but it's a
crew
supporters
of like dedicated fans. It wasn't just
but
a
it's
random 1,000 dudes.
But it's 1,000 dedicated fans out of the millions. That point, I was like, okay, if you survey 10 people and 88 of them say something, then you have an 80%. So like,
yeah,
the
but
78%.
but if you're on a trust, it's different, yeah.
No, but that trust is started by the fans, so anyone can be on that trust. It's not like this is Arsenal letting fans in. 1,000 of their most dedicated. It's just someone who started. Just like there's a Boston Man United fans. You switch that into supporters trust, which means now money's exchanged.
Is that just shows a little bit of validity because it's not just the random. It's
just
the
1,000
people
dudes
going
versus your stadium. Like all I'm saying is that says something, but it says very
all I'm
little.
saying.
Very
I'm saying
little.
it says something.
I
man.
fully understand the whole standings and everything too, but at the same time, because you guys went to a new stadium and you were in debt, getting top 4 every single year,
was
the
impressive.
money that it brought in to help pay off the stadium and to become one of this. I don't know if it's the only, but one of the big teams that are out of debt, basically.
That was impressive.
And that's huge because that could be setting up the next manager for something even bigger.
What about this manager?
The
I
question
mean,
is,
if he wants to delve into the bank and buy, that's great. Like, well, for
He
Arsenal.
has. He did this year.
the question
And it
is
didn't
though,
change.
do you want to finish top 4 for 8 years in a row, or finish top 4 3 of those years and win the Champions League?
But if you're
and the
wanna
league
win.
title,
But if you're an owner
I wanna win.
paying off a stadium multi-million dollars and you're always getting this
And-
Champions League money
and
in,
you have 2 other sports franchises.
yes.
Which is why the board is also a problem. It's not all Wenger. It's not
I
all
can't
Wenger.
I can't be mad at the board for saying, yeah, you keep doing anything, keep getting that money in because
Yeah, as
we're
far as
looking at
business,
big picture.
This is a great business. Like, if I was on the Arsenal board and I was looking at this as a business, I'd be like, shut the fuck up, fans. Like, we're finishing top 4 since 95. We're bringing in all this Champions League revenue. Sure, we never win.
Great
but
business.
We're always,
They don't
Who's
care.
spending the
so
money?
that's
The
where the
fans are
difference
spending
is.
the money.
Is the board made up of strictly business guys, strictly fans, or is there a balance where you have a board member who's a billionaire and says, I don't give a fuck about 4th. We need to win this year.
Usmanov
Let's
is that
go
guy.
by.
But he's not a majority shareholder.
Yeah.
Stan Kroenke is with 66.04%.
Yeah, so it just depends, man. It
So
just
it's-
depends what you want. But yeah, to your point, how some boards are like businesses. Like Arsenal is a prime example. Some boards don't even really exist. Like Chelsea, they buy whoever they want because the owner's such a
and
beast.
They win.
And put it this way. Let's say you get the money right now to pay off that stadium, and then you're able to just
already-
spend. But
we paid it
what
off.
I'm saying is because you're able to get the money and you're able to just spend crazy with players, and let's say hypothetically in the future you can win the league again. To say that, oh, we had a rough patch, but we never finished below 4th. I mean, that's a pretty good rough
a nice
patch.
rough
That's a
patch.
really good rough patch.
Yeah,
That's why
what
Wenger
Arsenal-
does need to be respected.
What
But
Arsenal, the
not
point
winning.
where you guys are at is that achievement of finishing 4th has turned into a mediocrity.
Yes.
And that's the debate that everyone else has. Everton would take top 4. Tottenham would have taken top 4 would take your position. You know what I mean?
I know
Of
it's
never
bad
winning. Yeah.
when I ask you guys whether you want Wenger to stay or leave, and you guys want him in because you know he's not going to win shit.
no threat.
There's not a threat.
No threat.
That's my concern. You're not worried about Wenger. Yeah,
No,
you want him to
that's
stay.
true. No,
but he's
I'll
not going
give
to
you
win
that.
anything. So that pisses me off. I want to win, bro.
But I also don't. I mean, he brought in Alexis Sanchez that will basically throw himself off a building. But who else has he brought in that will throw himself off a building to win the league?
I don't know.
Koscielny, maybe.
I don't know.
But you got Czech on basically retirement from Chelsea. I mean, I'm not taking away anything from his playing, but he probably doesn't have the hunger that he had at Chelsea.
I don't think he does.
I don't know how you can question that.
Yeah. So
I don't know how you can question that.
Well, we'll have to question it another time. Anything else before we wrap this up? I mean, the Arsenal talk's going to go on all the way until they either finish fourth or they don't.
Yeah.
So, like, next week, be ready for more Arsenal talk until they fire Wenger or keep him, until they come out with an announcement.
This summer is going to be absolutely crazy because we got Arsenal, but then we also have all the transfer speculation with
every
Griezmann.
season just gets crazier and crazier. It just we're still climbing the roller coaster, man. Like since last year, and this
I
year.
thought when Fergie retired, all right, everyone's gonna calm down. Like no more crazy purchases.
Got crazier.
No more.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
Oh,
All the best managers
worlds.
flooded in after
I was talking
Fergie
to
left.
Igor. He thinks it's going to be over €1 million spent this summer.
1 million euros.
Wow.
Oh, sorry,
That's
billion.
a lot
Sorry,
of
billion.
money.
$1 million.
I feel like evil. 1 million. Nah, it's gonna be.
That's a lot of
It's gonna be basically €1 billion. I mean, it's just like
In England?
no, throughout the.
Yeah, probably.
But
Chelsea could break the billion mark.
Like it could just be England if
No
they bring in
chance.
Neymar and
It's gonna be close. It's gonna be
Griezmann
close.
and then Van Dijk. Right there is roughly 350,
It's gonna be close, dude.
maybe.
You never know.
I love it.
All right. Love
Anything
you.
else?
That's probably
Nope.
400. That's 400. Just those three plays. 150, 100, and then 50.
All right, Huss math.
Boom.
$1 million.